Millionaire Paul. Did you hit the link? The one that says StreamYard, where you at? I'm ready for you to pop up here in the back in the basement. I know you're way over in the UK. Where you at? Let me see. Let me go here. And oh, there you go.
It's in the building.
We're on live already. I said I was going to make sure I got you.
This is only the second time I've ever used Stream.
I
What is this called? StreamYard, Betty. I'm an amateur. I'm learning as I go, and I'm not doing too bad because I'm here 30 seconds late. That's not too bad, is it?
No, oh, please. Everybody's just coming in, and that's my bells. Always whistles going off. I'm so happy to have you in the building. I'm going to wait for a little bit more people to come up. Let's see. Jim Spencer is here this morning. Do you recognize that name? Because I don't recognize that name. They probably know you because I don't recognize that name. But Jim, welcome this morning. Cruising is fun anytime. Welcome. She's in the cruise community. Official Jamie, she's just everywhere.
No, I don't know Jamie either.
Because you know Pete too, right? You know Scratching Pete? She's
Everybody
like
knows Scratching Pete.
She's the female version of Scratching Pete, Jamie.
No way. I'm writing a name down. I'll go back to this later and
yeah. And I'm gonna have this is Millionaire Paul, and of course I spelled millionaire wrong on my on my thumbnail, but it'll be all right. I don't worry about other people what they think about it anyway. They probably
you and I will never fall out, Betty.
Yeah. I got 5 in the house right now. And Jamie is laughing because I said I spelled Millionaire Paul wrong. But yeah, I'm gonna just wait maybe to 9:05 and get everybody in the house and a little bit more people. But
Betty, how do I sound? Is my microphone close enough and everything?
Yeah, I can.
The sound just good. Yeah, good, cool.
Oh, they'll let you know. Oh, we can't hear you. We can't.
No, in my videos, you see, I'm explaining. If I go further back, it echoes. But if I bring it right close in, every time I breathe in, it makes this sort of wheezing noise. I didn't even know I was sort of asthmatic, but it turns out I can't quite get the microphone in the right spot. So tell me, people.
Oh, yeah. You know what? And I should have been, and I'm going to talk about that later on, how I should have been listening to you a lot more than what I should have, because like you're doing pretty good over there.
I'm happy how I'm doing better. You're doing better than me. I'm happy. It's not a competition, is it?
No. Ask and you shall receive.
Yeah. We're all growing together, and that's actually the plan at the moment. That's my big idea, isn't it? You know,
that's the plan.
There's room for all of us. YouTube is growing. There's people in Africa and Asia are all getting suddenly online. There's plenty of room for all of us.
Everybody's in this YouTube world, and then you know what? Us older people are going to take it over, y'all.
We already are.
I
know. The young ones have gone. Yeah.
I'm gonna read your description thing too. I love that. That was the first time I read your description this morning on you. I love that one. Yeah, I'm telling you, I woke up really, really early, and it's this. She's 72 years old, and she's just on live. Nobody's there, and she's just talking. She's just talking. I say, boy, in a little bit, she gonna have her. Yeah. She gonna have her.
Yeah, can you imagine if somebody had tried to do that on YouTube 10 or 15 years ago? I don't know how YouTube's been, but 10 years ago, someone had tried to do that. Nobody would have watched it. The young ones would have laughed at them.
I know.
Now, it is what YouTube is. It's the beauty of it. You go all around the world, you meet new people, you make new friends, you see what life is like in, I don't know, distant parts of Alaska or deep south part of South America or something. And it is the best part of it. We're meeting all these people and we're all becoming friends.
I know. It's then great. I have some people that's coming from Lord, Heather, Werner, and Drew coming from Australia. So they'll be visiting. So guess what? I get to meet all 3 of them in August.
No, I don't like them though, because they keep coming on here in their shorts and things and t-shirts and showing us how lovely the weather is. We're freezing cold in the snow in the
They're
UK. I
coming
don't know
in
about you, Betty.
August. So August is the hottest time in Florida. Hey, Dee
Is it?
Dee. Scratch and Pete
Hi,
is
Dee.
here.
Hi,
Dee
Scratch
Dee
and
is
Pete.
here. Yeah, they come in slowly. You know, they roll in. But yeah, they're coming to visit in August, and that's the hottest time in Florida. So it's gonna be hot. So we'll be in our swimsuits. But I told them we can only film for our waist up.
I went to Florida in, oh my goodness, I don't know what year it was, many years. Oh, I do actually, 1986. 1986.
Okay.
So I'm showing my age here now. I did
I had my second
a
child by then.
university work in America and then tour for 3.5 weeks thing. And we went to the sea and it was so warm. Your sea is so nice. And
Yeah.
clear and clean and warm. And we were on the beach and there were beautiful people everywhere.
Yeah,
And I
we
was a bit
got
younger then,
beaches.
so I was probably
We
quite
got beaches. Yeah, by that time I had my
Yeah.
second child, by 1986. Yeah, he had to be
86.
about 3 years old by then. He's like
Oh, I think I
40
was
now. So
20 or 21 in 86.
yeah, your baby. Okay, we've got 7 people in the house, so I think we can get started because people could come in and do replays and all that good stuff. But I have Millionaire Paul here. I'm telling you, he is. Y'all say I'm a bundle of energy. He's more than I could ever be.
I think that's a compliment.
Hey, Mr. Nass. He's from another
Mr.
country too. He is. Mr. Nass has just become a great friend of my close friend of mine. He helps a lot of us get through problems that we need to get through, and don't ask us for anything back. Great human being. And
YouTube is full of them.
Yeah. At first, what I want to do is, before I even get started with Millionaire Paul, I want to go to his page. And I thought I had it up here. Come on, thing, get me back where I was. I'm never organized enough. You think you're organized enough, but you never are. Let's see if anybody else came in. But I'm going to, and I'm to the wrong person. Who did I go to? Did I put the wrong thing up top? I'm hoping. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm at the right place. Okay.
I was going to say, do you want me to fill, Betty?
Okay, I'm gonna read. You know what I do is I become more. The longer I become a YouTube creator, I always go in now and read people descriptions. I don't know why, but that's the first thing I do now. I want to know about you and what you want to bring to YouTube. And I used to didn't do that. And then now when I do that and I go and I see people haven't written anything, and I'm like, why you haven't written anything?
Yeah,
I know. Yeah. I'm like, why?
Oh no, I've got a real bee in my. I'm interrupting. I've got a real bee in my bonnet because I keep quite detailed records of who I'm talking to and whether they watch me. And when I watch them, I'm like, it's spreadsheet Paul. You could probably call me or something instead of Millionaire Paul. But I go somewhere and they don't tell you anywhere what their name is. And a lot of channels it will work. You like Scratching Pete, you can say hi Scratching, even if we didn't know his name was Pete, couldn't we? You know, but you get a lot of channels where well, I can't call you that. So you just sort of, it's not as friendly to talk to someone if you don't have their name, is it?
Oh yeah, now that's true. I pronounce it right.
Well, yeah, no, I'm terrible at that. How do you know that DT is called DT and not Detty?
I know, so we don't know unless she can, we hear them say it. Because I was calling somebody Ika, and it's really Itcha. I was like, now I know. And then I was calling somebody Yaha, but it's Yaya. I said, okay. And that's what you do. You begin to learn people different names and how to pronounce them. But what I'm going to do is read what Millionaire Paul has in his description, because I strongly believe this, because this is my niche now. I never had a niche until now, and it's living your best life over 60.
I like it. Yeah, so, that's perfect.
Yeah, I finally found it, because the whole time I never had a niche. Now I do.
Yeah. But that's the process, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay, this is what Paul says. He says, "Hello, I'm Paul. I'm over 50, living in the UK, and I believe the future of YouTube lies with us older folks." Yes, sir. Just as they did with Facebooks, the teens and the 20s and even the 30s are moving on now, and just as we did with Facebook. Us over 50 are getting into it. Would I be the first over 50 millionaire on YouTube? Well, I don't have any talents. None of us do have any talents. And I'm not all that interesting, which I would beg to differ. And I definitely don't have the face. I differ. Our voice differ for your YouTube. So I guess it lies with the will of you, the viewers, to press that subscribe button. And he asked
Subscribe,
for that
people.
subscription too. But I think that's amazing because I say Generation X, well, the baby boomers, because we had the Generation X, we birthed y'all, okay? So we're the baby boomers, we took over the world. We really, but we messed it up too a little bit.
So true.
Just a little bit. We made Generation X to me more materialistic.
Yeah.
Do you agree with that? You don't think
the kids now we've left them a mess and a half?
Yeah.
And I was right at the tail end on the cusp of the baby boomers.
Yeah.
A lot of the stuff would be. I've been very, very lucky because a lot of the fights and the arguments and the being different to the generation before, I was just at the tail end. The aging population here in the UK has been a big problem, but every time I reach sort of a stage, the battles have kind of been fought. We've got a massive problem with it, as I think you probably have in the States, but a lot in each particular bit when it relates to me, the battles seem to be fought. So I'm at the tail end, but yeah, we've left an incredible mess for those behind I've inherited like a son and his fiance, so through my wife, my latest Mrs. Millionaire, and hi to them. But we've left them a mess and a half. You know, it's the world they're in is horrible. It really is.
Yeah. And I blame it on my generation. And it started a little bit with my mom, right at the tail end. And then my generation came in and we got materialistic. We got the credit cards. We didn't pay off our homes. We got, everything was materialistic. So now our children are basically the same way. They're very materialistic because we bred that, instead of the education that I was taught. Or, saving your money so you can be a millionaire.
I actually think the generation coming through now, that those in their sort of 20s, 30s and beyond, they're actually so sensible.
Okay.
I think there's a really, here in the UK, there's a really sensible generation coming through because we've left them with nothing but seriousness. It's almost like go out and even their music, you can hear the words, Betty.
Okay. So okay, so you're saying the 20s and 30s, you're saying that they're getting it? What are you saying about that?
I think we've left them no choice. The world is so difficult and confusing. It is for everyone at that age, of course, but rather than rebelling about what we're imposing on them, we're all being go out, enjoy yourselves, rebel. And they're going, no, I want a mortgage. I'm not going to be able to afford one for the next 30 years because of what you've left us with. And we've got to say, and alcohol is so expensive out here. It's taxed so much in the pubs and that, so they don't really drink anymore. If they go to I went to university and it was paid for me by the state because my parents were on a low income. I just had a good time. I partied. It's a stage of my life that brought me out of myself. Until then, I was a real sort of shrinking violet at home. And now, because they've got to pay for it themselves, I think as you always have done in the States, but here the States pay for it if you were below a certain income, and then they contribute on a tier system and whatnot. And now our kids have to go and they have to study so they can pay the money back in years to come. Well, where's the fun in that? They still have a good time, of course, but they have to work. They have to come out of that qualification, or why would they go to university now?
Yeah.
Anyway, that's a bit dull, but anyway, everybody's lovely.
Okay, I'm gonna say hi to some people that came in. And that Gray, that's my sister. What y'all talking about? I love your accent. That's my baby sister. Trish the
Oh no,
Natural.
Annette, when I went to America in 1986, the Americans could understand this. People from Liverpool, people from London, people from Scotland, people from Wales. They couldn't understand my accent from the West Midlands, the middle of the UK. A really, really broad accent, which is milder now. But yeah, no. So I'm glad you like it, Annette.
Okay, I think she and Trish the Natural. She's a creator. My sister's not. My sister is still in the working world.
You got another sister? How do you
I
do
have
that,
one
Annette?
sister. I have a sister that's passed, but I have my baby sister. So, and I have a brother. They're both younger than me.
Is your brother on YouTube, Betty?
No, he's tried it. He's been in and out of it, but you have to be consistent
You got to want to do it. Yeah,
to
you
really
got to have the
want it.
hunger, Betty. Yeah. Anyway, hi Annette, nice to meet you. I think I've
Yeah,
followed your
but
channel.
Millionaire Paul, I honestly don't know how I met him. All I remember, you came to my channel one day and you said something, and I don't know what it was, but I think I was a little down that day, and whatever you said brought me up, and I came over to your channel. And that's how I started coming. Every time you put out a video, I'd be like, ow, he put out a video.
I think, yeah, you'd been through a bit of a down, hadn't you, for some reason? I mean, I didn't know this at the time, but we just commented on some
Yeah.
videos. But
And then,
yeah.
And
You
then
said I think you'd lost your way on YouTube, and it fired you up again, didn't it? As I understand.
Yeah. And that's what I tell people. Sometimes just saying those kind words, and you don't know what that's going to do to somebody. You know what I mean? So that really helped me that day. I don't know what it was because it's been a while, but it did pull me up because I had a hard first year of being a YouTuber. I really
Tell
did.
us, Betty.
Tell us, Betty.
Yeah, tell us.
To learn about you.
No, some of these people I don't know. I've been watching bits of you. You've learned so much. I miss things.
Okay, well, I'll tell you. Well, you say you only got an hour now, so I'm trying to make sure I get everything out of you in that.
You and me are not going to run out of things to say, Betty.
No, when I came to YouTube, I didn't know how to edit. I didn't know anything. I really didn't know anything about YouTube. I just know it was a girl, Peach McIntyre, that when I first met her, she had no money. She was like on housing. That means that the government paid for your housing, and she just grew. And the reason she came to YouTube is because of a child. He said, Mama, you could do good on YouTube. And then when I started, it was just hard. It was hard. And I know another thing. See, you knew what you wanted to do. I didn't honestly know what I wanted to do. So I was putting my foot in everything. So I didn't have a firm footing. I think if I knew what I wanted to do, say, oh, I want to go and do living your best life over 60, I would have been farther ahead. Okay. So once I had to take a rest in December because I was so tired. And then once I took that 6 weeks rest, then I came back with a bang, really, and the energy to go on. And then I found that niche, living your best life over 60. And just to me reading the description, I have Millionaire Paul pinned up to the top. And if you read his description, it is so true. Us older people, we're going to take over. Believe it or not, we're going to take over YouTube, y'all. Believe it or not, we are going to take over, YouTube. But just saying that. But now, I used to hear people say, I love YouTube, being I don't know what to love about it. Now I know. I know.
It's a way of life, isn't it?
It's a way of life. Okay. I'm looking at my notes because I ain't want to miss nothing.
Yeah, just what? Does that mean we're a cult?
Yeah, I'm sure we are.
We need a secret sign.
Okay. I know, Paul, when I first met you, you talked about, and what's so neat about this is because I really know you from the beginning, really. And when I first met you, you were building a community. And I'm like, building a community, because that's all you really talked about. And it would be that one time you had the ticker tape just across the bottom. You know what I'm gonna say. He had the ticker tape. Hey, Chocolate Drop, my Morton Homestead. Hello. This is why I have to have my little notes because I can look back over when I'm saying hey to everybody that's coming in. And I seen you, Warmstrong, too. I forgot to even say hi to Warmstrong.
Yeah,
He
hi
got his,
Armstrong. Are you joining us today?
yeah, he's got his 1K this week. So his subscribers, he got 1,000 this week, and he's
I
working
know.
on his 4,000
Yeah.
watch hours. So he's really happy, and he's over 50.
Oh no. He doesn't look a day over
He's
30.
over 50. And whoever comments on his channel gets on that bottom ticker tape. But I used to wonder when you say that, I'm saying, well, what's going to happen when he get all these subscribers? How long is that ticker tape going to be? I used to say that.
This may be a problem.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. This is going to be a problem because now I don't forgot how you have over 200 now, but I know you had a lot less when I started. You had a lot less. And you always, and you still do have a recommended channel every time you do a video, which is phenomenal because I met so many people through that. And that really helped me too, because then I was like, well, maybe I should shout out channels. I thought about that one time. And do that.
We're back to again. This is what YouTube is now. It's lots and lots of little groups, little communities. Like you guys on the live feed, you've got a group like yourself and Warmstrong and about probably 10, 11 others, aren't you? And you all go to each other's live feeds all the time. You've got it on in the background while you're cleaning, and all over the place is these little network. It's like a Venn diagram, and you intersect here, intersect there, and I've got my own little community in a different way, and it's all growing. The bubbles are growing, and it's all the young ones are playing games, or they've gone to Twitch or wherever they've gone, and
yeah,
so it's lovely. I forgot what you were saying now, Betty.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I forgot what you were saying. I forgot to listen.
Yeah. But what I was going to say was too that you were doing something really different because you pulled up and you showed us inside that studio of what was really happening on your channel. And most people didn't do that.
Yeah. That's my USP, if you like, isn't it?
Yeah. But no, most people would not. Did you know that most people wouldn't go inside their studios and really show you what was happening? Did you know that though?
Yeah. We're naturally secretive, aren't we?
Yeah. And that, I think that what interests me so much about you, because you were willing to be open. You were like, okay, I'm open. I'm here to make money.
I've got no choice now. I mean, that's the point of my channel is to grow it and show as I'm growing it, warts and all, the ins and outs of it. Maybe to make $1 million, maybe to fail, but either way, it's a journey, it's an adventure. And because I've set myself up to share it, I've got no choice now. Warts and all, it has to come to you. And if I am having a bad day, or if my subscribers have gone down by 6, which has happened, I've got to tell you, and if the stats say nobody's watching, the stats say nobody's watching.
Yeah. And I love when you would show your watch hours, and I'm like, them ain't no watch hours. When you first started getting your watch hours, I'm like, you got a long, but now
long way to go.
Yeah, well, you're growing. You're showing us from the beginning your numbers.
Yeah. See, now my watch hours on the screen, it's only saying I think about 6% of the distance to the 4,000. But actually, if I take what my watch hours have been in the last 28 days and times that by the 28 days that there are in a year, actually I'm about 20% there on my watch hours, which is about where I am with my subscribers. So whereas a lot of people hit the subscribers, but their watch hours are way behind, I'm sort of, if it carries on, I should hit the two at the same time. It might take longer, but it's my way. Yeah.
So see, you get it about the watch hours. No. Both of us have to be careful because I'm a talker, you're a talker. And I have Warmstrong and my sister out there that says I need to listen more. So I'm really trying my best. I am to do. And I do, because that's what I'm really starting to work on, to make sure that I let you finish and then go on, because if I don't, they're going to hit my hand today.
Do you know, Betty, I think that's you and I. That is the one thing that both of us really need to learn to do, to command it when we speak and then stop and go, over to you.
Okay. Yep. That's
We did it.
That's because they're gonna beat me today. And I love when you and if I would have paid attention at first, you just ask, like you would say, "Oh, buy me a cup of coffee," and then you're surprised that we bought you a cup of coffee. It's like I can't believe it.
I know. Yeah, I know. I anyone who follows my channel, I've made just over £100 from people buying me £5 cups of coffee. Then I lose the commission off that, so I get maybe 470 or 445, whichever route it's come by. And then I've got some people sponsoring the top scroll, as you know, and stuff like that, and donations before, and yeah, in little tiny bits and pieces. I've made £100 just over in, I think, about 9 months. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm a YouTube influencer, people.
Yeah, you're a YouTube influencer. Now, something surprising happened. I made sure I didn't forget. I thought UK they couldn't use not PayPal, Cash App.
Cash App. Yeah.
How did you?
I set it up without any problem, and I'd never used it. I'd never received anything, but I've received via PayPal, I've received via Cash App, and I've received via bank transfer. But Cash App, I set it up, and nothing ever arrived. So I thought, well, one of the days I'll get my wife to send me some money or something and see if it works. But no, something arrived this week from Station 8.
Mm-hmm. I hear UK people say that they can't use it, and then I heard you. So,
I don't know. Time is always limited, isn't it, Betty? So
it is.
Yeah. In theory, I should have gone out and investigated further, but it pinged up on my phone, and I was like, "Wow, something's come by Cash App."
Okay.
I clicked onto it. I didn't find it wasn't very easy or obvious. So at first I thought, well, is this a scam? You see, I looked a bit more closely. No, it wasn't. The money appears to be there.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to send an American dollar in there. We're gonna see if it works.
There's always the post, Betty. Oh, actually, I've got $5 Australian sitting upstairs that I found in an old coat. It's been there about 10 years.
I got some Australian coin when I went over to my son's, and I'm like, why didn't I just leave this? Yeah. I don't know why.
Maybe I should give it away as a prize or something.
Yeah.
It would cost more than $5 to post it to Australia. I'm
going to talk to the chat just for a second. I got 12 people here right now that's listening to us. Lydia, good morning. Intrepid, good morning. My Morden Homestead, good morning. Chocolate Drop, everybody else, I think I said good morning to. Welcome. And the people that's looking at us, we call it out in the bushes or at work. So some people at work and they got me on their phone and they're listening. Welcome in, everybody. I have Millionaire Paul here from the UK. And he said he's going to be the first over 50 millionaire.
I'm not promised this, Betty. It's the journey. Succeed or fail. It's the journey, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay. Maybe. He say he has no talents, but I beg to differ with him. So, but I have his channel pinned to the top is what it is. And then I heard somebody say, I was looking in the chat, how my Morden do that name ring a bell? My Morden Homestead. Okay. He says Paul, he followed you over here. Okay. Paul analytics are fantastic, fascinating. I don't really keep an eye on my numbers. See what I'm see?
Yeah. That's Janet. That is Janet, My Modern Homestead. Yeah. Very nice, Janet. Yeah. If any of you guys don't know Janet, pop over. She's lovely.
Okay. And that's one thing. Can you tell the reason why you think that we should keep? Because I always tell people that they really need to keep up with their numbers in YouTube, the analytics and all. Can you tell them why you think it's important to keep up with your numbers in the YouTube world?
Well, you don't have to, because you've got to enjoy YouTube. So you might just be here for the night. There's people I've got in my little group and you've got in yours who aren't here to make money. They're just enjoying the community. So if you're enjoying doing that, just do that. If you're doing my project, and many of us are on YouTube to try and make a little bit of money, that's the fun of it, isn't it?
Okay.
You want to know which bits of it are making money and which bits of it aren't, don't you? So if you go into the YouTube analytics on your laptop. You can't get to this on your phone, but this
Okay.
particular part of the analytics, some things you can only get to on your phone, and some things only on. It's weird, but 27% of my watch time has come from 2 videos, and one of them is called "I'm Already Making Money on YouTube," and one of them is "Why I Am Happy." And so, if you're looking to make money, what did I do right in those videos? And then you can go into the analytics and you can see how many people were watching you after the first few. Most people drop off in the first 30 seconds or so. And YouTube graphs this. It's called the hockey stick. It goes woof and then along like that. And so it's useful to look at everything. But you can get bogged down in it because some people are really formulaic. And no, you don't want to. You've got to make it fun as well for people. And so but as I'm going forward, I've tracked my journey, how I've started, and this phase I've got to now, and that I'm beginning to approach, because lately it's been all about getting the sponsors and the donations that have been coming through. So that's been the exciting part. Before that, it was how I'm using my editing stuff. But going forward now, it's like, let's go back, see which videos did well, and then make another video a bit like that. And then will that work? And I can report back to you guys when I went and did another video saying why I am happy. Something in the keywords just triggered YouTube, and it's just spread and got some longevity. So I'll do another video with a very similar title, a similar thumbnail, but in the way I do it now, and change it, and let's see what happens. It's fun. It might work and it might not.
I know. That's why I'm going to keep up with you.
Yeah. But it saves you guys having to do it.
No, that's what I'm saying. You just watch Millionaire Paul. I got him pinned up top. And his videos aren't that long either. So, I mean, you could breeze in and breeze right back out.
Oh, God. Yeah. People, if your videos are all 25 minutes long, it's hard for me to come and watch you. Do some of that length because you can get some cracking view times from less views of it. But also do some 5-minute videos, please, and then I can come and support you when I'm supporting 50 other people that day, so do me some short videos, please.
Okay. And that's so true, because what you just said is so important, because I've been going to so many different channels, and I would love if they did have 5 minutes, and I'm sure they would love if I had 5 minutes. So
how do you find the time to do it, Betty? You comment so much on so many videos, as well as doing all these live feeds.
I know. It's almost impossible. If you would have seen us,
and you do it,
would have told you yesterday evening. I looked like I was just tired, because I'm also supporting a friend of mine, Warmstrong, because we're trying to get him to a number before his vacation. So you just push through. Right now, it's my pushing through. I call it my grinding time. So after I get the number that I want, he gets his number, so I can kind of, and then I go for my number, then I can back up off it. So, but you just do what you have to do. But the 5-minute videos, did people hear that out there? Make them 5-minute videos.
Yeah, not all of them. No,
not all of them. Yeah,
do
not
the
all
short
of them.
ones. Maybe every third video, do it 5 minutes long. I know you can't get ads in the middle if it's under 8 minutes or whatever it is when you've got monetized and that video is still there. But do some short ones just to get your watch time and your subs up.
Okay, let me see who's in the chat right now. Mama 4 Boys got to 1,000. She got to 1,000 subscribers this week. She's working on her watch hours. I think that's the only person that came in. Thank you for coming, Mama 4 Boys. And that was one thing too, is I learned very early from her name is Healthy G Mom, about watch hours. She said, work on those watch hours early. She said, because when you come to the end, you're going to get the subscribers, but you need to make sure you have those watch hours. So I have my watch hours. Now I just need my subscribers, and I'll get a lot of help with that right at this point. So I'm at like 744. So I've made a commitment, a goal of each week I'm going to get 50 subs. So I should be up to what 700. I got 640. I don't got seven. I should be up to 750. That's what it is. My goal was 750 for this week. I've already got up to 744. And then the next week is going to be 800. So I'm pushing it.
So if you're like 2 days short and you think, oh, I'm still loads off, what do you actually do to push it up?
I just work hard.
You go out and find new people to comment on? Is that what you do?
Yeah,
you go out and finding new friends. Yeah.
Yep,
Friends
I
of
work
friends.
hard.
How do you make friends in real life, Betty? You go to the pub or now we're old, I don't know, tea dance or whatever as old people are supposed to do. But you meet people through people. And then they become your friends. And then you meet the new friends through the new friends that you meet. And actually, like you and I are, you forget how we actually met in the first place.
Yeah.
It's just the same on YouTube. You make friends through friends through friends. And you go to someone and you say, hey, I've come over from Betty J's channel. I tell you what, I mention your name. Nobody ever gets back to me. No. I mention your name and they always get back to me.
Good,
Maybe it works when you mention my name. I don't know. And Mom with 4 boys, you do get monetized Mom with 4 boys if you've got under 5-minute videos. It doesn't matter how long it is. It's about qualifying.
Oh yeah. We were just talking about people and what it was when you said the 5 minutes. I thought about it because I only do like one long video a week on Fridays, like today at 3 p.m. 10 minutes, longest probably 15, but I was thinking about when you said 5 minutes because I want to do videos on other days. So those are long enough. I could do a 5-minute clip and I can.
Yeah. You can talk for 5 minutes, Betty.
Yeah.
You can do that before breakfast. Who says they're going? Somebody's going. Where are they?
I don't think I said hi to Keisha. Hey, Keisha. Pendrosa Travel, welcome in. OG Brand, welcome in.
Thank you. My first ever sponsor of the Top Scroll, Pedrosa Travel.
Hello, John. I was going to talk about that later. I wasn't going to get that one. I done seen that, honey. I done seen that. Ask and you shall receive. This is the man. Ask and you shall receive. This is Millionaire Paul. I have him pinned up to the top. If you have not subscribed him, please do. I'm telling you, you can learn so much. And I mean that so much from the bottom of my heart. I have watched him from the beginning. I have watched him when he went way in the negative when you bought that new computer.
I'm still in the negative. I'm 800 pounds in the negative. If I'd never started on YouTube, I would be 830 something pounds better. I put this on every video, people. I'll be 800 and something pounds better off than I am now because I couldn't edit with the old laptop I'd got. So I had to buy an expensive gaming laptop, which cost 800 and something pounds out of my savings. If I hadn't bought that, the sponsorship and the donation money that's come into me, I would be in profit by quite a bit, by £100.
But it was so funny because when we sent you the money for the coffee and stuff, he was like in the positive a little bit. He went and got that computer. He was like,
yeah. I'm doing this wrong, aren't I? I used to say first. This baby boomer generation, we spent it before we got it, didn't we?
Now that we did. We spent money before we got it.
But Mrs. Millionaire, my wife said, look, you're enjoying this. It's your hobby at the moment. It's all you ever talk about. Why don't you buy a good gaming laptop so you can stop editing on your phone like this and getting all frustrated and wishing you could do other things? Make it your hobby. So we took some money out of the savings for me to have fun. I would have had to buy a new laptop anyway. It was like about 13 years old or something. I mean, genuinely, it wasn't working very well. So that was 200 and something pounds I would have to spend anyway, but it's another 600 out of savings. So Mrs. Millionaire is very lovely.
Yeah. And it's nice to have great support. Isn't it? To have somebody behind you.
I threw myself into it a bit too much at one point. I was doing it all the time, weekends and too many evenings. I don't know whether you've had this with Mr. J, but you do have to sort of. It's like if you communicate in your relationship, then you will work through these problems, identify them, and come to a solution. Rather than it becoming something that blows up. And we went through that phase. It's been part of growing my channel, and I did discuss it at the time because I have to report everything, warts and all. And
but it's nice to have, because some people don't have that support. So it's nice to have that support, someone that's in behind you and kind of like, you don't have to worry about, like with my husband, I don't have to worry about the back end. No matter how much I'm here, he's back there. You know what I mean? He's that supporter from behind me. So if dinner's not cooked, house not, he's there to support me. So I know
That's
I'm
nice.
fortunate on that end. But he'll ask me, are you monetized yet?
Well, this has helped increase the support I've been getting from Mrs. Millionaire, I must admit. £100 I've made.
See, my husband, and I'm gonna get to you in the chat in a minute. My husband, he know that you can make money. If he find out you can make money for something, oh, he all with you.
I've only ever seen your husband once on camera.
Yeah,
You left it on by mistake one day, didn't you? Do you remember?
And then
he was
he
on that,
used to get on a couple of videos, how to cut up a chicken. That got a lot of views. And something else he did, how to cook chicken noodles, whatever. But he likes to stay more in behind and just do the behind stuff, run to the store whenever, So he's great on that end. For a working woman, and then, of course, I'm retired now, but even when I work, he was just a great support system. So,
oh yeah,
yeah,
he's nice. Yeah,
yeah,
he looked nice when we saw him.
yeah, Listen, we all got our moments. Okay, I'm gonna go over to the chat for just a little while. We're in 41 minutes. Okay.
Oh, that was a good question. Who said that? Mom of 4 boys said, "How do you keep up with the comments?"
Oh, I don't. It looks like it. It looks like it. I struggle, just like everybody else. I struggle. I don't have the children. If I had little children, I don't know. I mean, I guess I would have to wait till they go to sleep, but I struggle just like everybody else. Pendrosa's travel. Oh, these comments are popping. I was trying to go from the bottom. I'm gonna go from the bottom because I don't know. I saw the chicken video. That was a good one, Pendrosa.
Haven't seen it.
Yeah, my wife is like, whatever. Good luck. Great, Pendrosa. You know what? That's why I tell everybody, when you see a YouTuber really excel, there's got to be a lot of support there. There's got to be. It's got to be some kind of support, So hopefully they're not fighting against a spouse.
Listen, John's wife, Pedrosa Travel's wife, she gets a lot of holidays.
She gets, yeah.
She's in his latest video on a cruise.
I know. And then Mama 4 boys said, see, my husband works 40 to 50 hours a week, plus we have 4 children.
How do you do it?
That's going to take a lot of support from each other. Respect. I know, isn't it like, isn't it like, but you got to, just work at it in bits and pieces and enjoy it. Jennifer, good morning. How is Chloe? And then Keisha, she has headed out for a couple doctor appointments. She's getting ready for a cruise. Keisha H. And jealous. The numeristic, is that from your channel? I've seen that name before. Thank you for coming. And I think OG, I did say hello. Pendrosa said, I made some awesome videos off my phone. I use you cut a lot on the road. I don't know how y'all do it on your phone. How did you do it on your phone, Paul?
There's some very, very good editing apps out there, actually. I used 2 different ones because one would do what I wanted for some things and one would do the other. So I used one editing, and of course you go to the app store, so they're quite easy to find and try. And if you don't like it, you just delete it. So I used one app to sort of edit some things, and then I saved that to my phone, and then I uploaded that video to another app so I could do some different things. I sort of overlaid the graphics and things on it a little bit on that one, and then saved it to my phone, and there wasn't any great loss of quality. But was your phone hopefully
bigger? It was bigger than this one.
Samsung 7 or something. Yeah. No, it's that size. Yeah.
Listen, my eyes would hurt.
I didn't wear glasses before I started doing that.
My eyes
It's
would
good.
hurt. I know a lot of people do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
The
Yeah.
sun's
And
coming.
also, if you're just going to do a vlog and you don't need to do too much editing, I really wanted, because I felt I'm getting better, but because I felt I didn't come across very well on screen, I certainly wasn't good at ad-libbing. I felt if I want to stand out, I've got to add something. And what I am quite good at is learning to do editing and things like that and applying it. And that's kind of not just good at, but what I enjoy doing as well. So hence why I could justify getting the expensive laptop. But the phone is good enough. If you just want to do a vlog and with a little bit of basic graphics and editing, the phone is good enough.
Yeah, of course. I just can't see on them. But you know what?
Yeah.
If
Well,
that's
we're
all
old.
I had, I bet you I'll
John,
do it.
yeah. John at
I
Pedrosa
bet
Travel is not as old as we are.
Mama Four Boys said, "Did I hear you say we should get a gaming computer?"
Ask the kids what they think. To get the processing power to use, I use DaVinci Resolve. For processing power for that, a normal basic cheap laptop won't do it. It just can't do it. I tried, and you need to go up to a decent laptop, unfortunately, with a good enough processing power.
Yeah, but how much processing power do you think we need?
Oh, not as much as I've got, but you need to bear that in mind. If you wanted to get a laptop to use a specific editor, you need to find out what processing power that editor needs and what memory it needs. Technical stuff, I know, but it ends up just something you write down on a scrap of paper, and then when you're looking at buying your computer, you can say, "Does this have these two numbers?" And you make sure you've got it.
Because I was thinking, even though my computer is only like 2 years old, I was going to give my husband this one, but I really been looking and getting into a new MacBook, but I want to make sure it has enough of what I need, to carry me on, because
I think the Mac universe is probably better at this sort of stuff.
But they have when you go in to buy a Mac, they have the bottom, they have the middle, and then they have the highest. You know what I mean? Yeah. The lower number of price is like got the least power. The middle is, and then the highest is the is so
it's like a new car. You buy the best one you can afford for what your needs are. We'd all like a Ferrari. Well, I wouldn't like a Ferrari, but whatever car you'd like, you can't afford it. But if you only need to go to the shops, you can buy a runaround, can't you? If you need to travel an hour to work every day, you've got to spend a bit more and get something better. So it's all about balancing your finances and life, isn't it?
I got 17 people in the house now. Thank you so much. I have Mimi. I've known the longest really since I've been on YouTube. She's doing very well. Her channel has over 2,000 now. And she does a little reaction video. She's good at that. She does vlogging. She has that beautiful teenage daughter that she's going to have to worry about in a quick minute. And I have my best friend on here, Deborah Martin, my best of friend. 40 years now, Deborah, probably.
We have our sympathies, Deborah.
Believe me, she was sent in my life to balance me out and bring the softness. Even my other friend I've had longer than Deborah, and they both have the same personalities. They don't have my personality. They have the softness, and I need that. They bring it to me.
You should all do a big joint.
Rally Creative Travel is here. Thank you for coming. And everybody that's watching from their offices, watching and hearing me off their phone, I thank you so much, because my channel is growing. I can even see in my numbers, but I have Millionaire Paul here. Please go and visit his channel. I have it pinned up top. He is phenomenal. His videos aren't long, so you could get in, you can get out. And I was saying, I love that he shows us, all his negative and positive in his numbers and the YouTube studios, which I think a lot of people should share. I try to do as much as I can, with the sharing of that, because I really didn't understand it. I really didn't. And that's why I like to share it with newcomers, is what I like to share it with. I know you say that we should enjoy it, and not really, I guess, worry about the numbers too much, just enjoy it. But I say, if you don't know, I always say where you're coming from, you got to know that to get to where you want to get to. Because YouTube is a business.
Well, it doesn't
We
have to
can
be.
play.
It doesn't have to be. There's lots of people on here that maybe play a guitar or drums or sing, and they're there just because they enjoy sharing what they do and making friends through their interests, especially with a lot of music. I mean, when you watch YouTube, otherwise, I watch. I love Meatloaf. Huge fan of Meatloaf. So even now, after all these years, I'll still go and watch YouTube videos of Meatloaf. So YouTube is a social thing as well, and there's people who just will do a Meatloaf tribute act just because they like doing it. But a lot of us new people who are coming to it now, we're thinking, oh, let's try and make a bit of money out of it. And YouTube, in fairness, is making that possible. They're making us work for it, which is fine, because when we get there, we won't want every Tom, Dick, and Harry just jumping on the bandwagon, will we? The fact that it's difficult and you have to stick it in, you have to be persistent and consistent and all the rest, and go through all the emotional strain that we've all gone through.
It is.
Betty, are you? Your subscribers are going up, but I assume your watch time is absolutely storming because of the number of live
my
videos
watch time, I'm there. I only need the subscribers.
No.
Once I get the subscribers, then I can go in and and turn in the paperwork thing to get monetized.
So your watch time's there. So you just need to not do another live video next week and just spend your entire week chasing subscribers. You can
That's what I've been doing, and I'm gonna start doing that on my live thing too. Hey, Guard 844, that's a new friend. Thank you for oh my God, Grandma Yudi, she is the person to know. I just talked to her this morning, and she just came off a vacation. And Grandma Yudi, make sure that you go by Millionaire. I bet you're gonna go by you too. Millionaire Paul, I have his channel up to the top pinned. So this is a great friend and a great person to know. WH Modesty is a brand new friend. I'm telling you, I'm making friends everywhere, all over the world.
I've just had a look. I've got a load of new subscribers while I've been talking to you, Betty. So
really?
Thank you, everybody that's come on over. Yeah.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you. That is Golden Girl. She is 72 years old. I woke up. What time was it, Golden Girl? 1 or 2 o'clock this morning. Golden Girl talking to herself. Just talking.
Well, you get like that when you get old.
Yeah, after a while, she is going to wake up 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. She's going to have 20 people watching her.
They say that though, don't they? If you start to live stream, which isn't the thing I'm particularly interested in, so I'm not actually planning on doing live streams. I'm enjoying doing guests.
I bet you will.
But maybe. Yeah, well, I might do it for fun just so I can record how it goes. But
I bet you will.
They say just turn it on and talk, and if one person comes in and listens, you're slamming a load of watch time hours on, aren't you? And anyway, you've got to do it because you're enjoying it as well. And yeah, hi, Golden Girl. Anyway. I'll come over and have a look at your channel next week when I rewatch this. I'll go back through the live feed and make sure I visit everybody that's in here.
In fact, Golden Girl is going, what time live today with her daughter? I know she's doing a live today, but I just thought it's so amazing seeing her. And also Grandma Yudi, she's like 70. I mean, all of us. And people are frightened about growing old. Why?
No. So my argument is people talk about, they say, oh, I'm going to grow old disgracefully. And I said, no, that's not the right approach. Grow old gracefully. Do it well. Wear clothes that suit you. Don't dress like a 20-year-old, but say, what makes me look good for my age? There we go. This is Am I stealing your new gig, Betty? This is your over 60s thing now.
Y'all heard what he said? Do not dress like old people. Thank you.
And don't dress like young people either. Find
not really young, but you know
wear
what?
Your
what
age
makes you
well.
Feel good.
Look after your health, sleep well, and make sure you do things that you enjoy.
I love that. I love that.
It's true.
Because you know what? Even with my closet of clothes, you will not find clothes in there that I had from 10 years ago. You won't. Or you will, if they're from teen, I'll wear them around the house. But I think if I keep wearing the same clothes from 30 years ago, I'm gonna start looking frumpy.
Well, your body will be different shape. Your colouring will be different. I don't know. The shape of your face will be different. Even your hair will be.
Oh, I'm
Mine's.
liking you
It
more and
doesn't show
more.
so much here. If I let this grow, there's grey in that.
Ooh,
And
Mrs. Millionaire, I'm liking her more and more, girl.
When I did my only other live guest, which I thoroughly enjoyed, was on Rich Cat Ranch. Go over there, people, if you don't know Rich Cat Ranch. She's Kathy's lovely, and she does loads and loads of live feeds.
Yeah.
Again, you know, a whole community. We overlap, don't we? And Mrs. Millionaire sort of came on in the background to say hello, but she's working at her desk upstairs at the moment, so can't get away. Yeah. I can't remember what we were talking about now. I've forgotten.
Yeah, I say, look.
Oh yeah, wear your age well. That's it.
She does. She does. But let me hop over here. Okay, we're almost at 55 minutes. So when you need to go, you let me know.
Okay. If you want me to go, you let me know, Betty.
You're in control of that, because you said, Betty, I could stay an hour, but I don't think
I will have to. Yeah. I've got not too long. I've got to cook dinner before Mrs. Millionaire finishes work up there, and it's Friday in mid-afternoon here in the UK, so
yes,
they finish early on a Friday.
I want you to come back again.
Golden Girl says she had 5 people on her live feed at one time in the night. Yeah.
See that?
What, 5 people times an hour, maybe each 5 hours.
Yeah, she is doing phenomenal. I'm telling you, it really helps to start out early. But let me see what I can get. Also, you're not frightened to ask. That's what I really like, that you're not frightened to ask, and you'll ask and it's like, oh, I didn't expect that. Tell us about the sponsors right fast that you have.
Well, I started off really surprised that I started getting donations. Lovely, lovely people. And because the whole point of my channel was to try and make money, and the first thing you got to hit is, of course, that you're aiming for the subscribers. But there are other ways on YouTube to make money, aren't there? When you get to 500 subscribers, you can have affiliate links, can't you? You can promote products and all the rest of it. So when I approach 500, that's something I'll be able to do. But the holy grail, isn't it, for the channel, is if you can get a sponsor. So just for a laugh, really, I started putting way back at the start, sponsor me, donate me.
Yep, I remember.
And then when I got the editing software, so I could do the scrolling thing along the top, I'd got all the people that were commenting on the comment scroll. I put one along the top of the screen, and I put on it, sponsor this space, £20 UK for 5 videos. And lo and behold, somebody came along and said, look, when you get to 200 Merry Manx Travels came along, when you get to 200 subscribers, we'll sponsor you. And I was like, oh my God, I can't believe someone's going to sponsor me. You have to vidIQ or someone who will sponsor you permanently. That's the holy grail that you're aiming for. But maybe not, maybe little people for us. Anyway, and then someone else came along, Pedroza Travel, who's on here now, and he said, well, I'll sponsor you now, and he sent me the 20 UK pounds, and he's had his 5 videos. And then Bertie Bus, John and Zoe, lovely people, go and see Bertie Bus people. They came along and said, well, we'd like to sponsor, can we sponsor you too? And I said, all right, okay, I've got a gap between Pedroza Travel and when a Merry Manx go, I want to hit 200 subscribers, which was so far off. And then what's going to happen? My subscribers built faster than I thought it was going to. It's gaining a bit of momentum. And I sort of got there, and there's no room for Bertie Bus in between Pedroza and the Merry Manx. So I've had to go out and say, I'm ever so sorry. They're all lovely people, and they've gone, so Merry Manx have gone back, and Bertie Bus is appearing on my next video as the new top scroll sponsor.
I know somebody.
But I'm not being greedy. But I didn't think anyone would anyway. It was a joke. And then I started taking the mickey out. I started holding up things on screen like toothpastes and Coca-Cola, saying, come on, people, I have no soul, sponsor me. So I know. I'm going to have to consider the ethics, aren't I, as well? I'm quite a moral ethic person.
You have showed me. I should have been listening. And me and Warmstrong, we finally figured it out. Just ask.
Yeah. Sales first. Yeah. First thing is sales. You can't ask for something too many times. And on a lot of channels, it's not appropriate, is it? But the channel I'm doing what I'm
No,
doing,
is
as
it?
long as I do it
Is
nicely.
it? Be-
Maybe my journey will be that I'll be like just turning into like a shopping channel on the whole screen. I'll sell
You
my
know,
soul completely. I don't know.
you
Follow me, find
yeah.
out.
You made me think too, because there's like little mom and pop shops. They would love to pay you a couple extra dollars to put their name up top. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
In
yeah.
in the little shops that's close to me, they would love that to
Yeah.
pay. You made me start thinking.
And the more subscribers you get, if so. Oh, actually, yeah, I forgot about this, but until about my first 20, made my first videos that I was doing on my phone on and off. At the end of it, I put sponsored by Shop for Ducks, which is my friend's online store. He sells rubber ducks online. And I don't think to this day that he actually knows that I did that. I just thought, well, let's get something on screen. And then if you get demand, you can put your prices up, can't you? So
Yeah, yeah. But Grandma Yudi with the sponsorship, basically what he's saying, you just ask and you shall receive. Maybe
What have
not.
you got to lose? Yeah.
And you have quite a few people on your, you have a lot of subscribers and a lot of followers. So I said, even if you go into the community, sometimes you can ask when you think about it.
The other thing, the videos will always be there. So someone who's paid £20 now to get their name on 5 videos at the top. If I did become a millionaire, here's the punt, people. If I did become a millionaire, people will look back. People are doing it. I'm amazed. People are going back through my videos.
Yeah.
And that sponsorship will always be there.
Yeah. Yeah. Because sometimes I would look back to see if I missed any. And that's what happened when somebody's truly interested and they like your videos. Oh yeah, they're gonna go through the whole thing.
Yeah.
They're gonna go through the whole thing. Hey, Doo. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but Grandma Yudi, I'm hoping I'm saying that right. Usually she'll tell me if I'm saying names wrong. I can't see any other way to say it. But hello and welcome, Beast and Beauty and the Beast. Thank you for coming. I do know you. I haven't seen you for a while, and I haven't been over to yours for a while. What's that? Are you just showing me? What is it?
I'm just doing some sponsorship.
Oh!
Come on, people. Neil Med, sponsor me.
Yeah. I'm telling y'all that he's showing you a lot right there with sponsorships, asking. Sponsors will come hunting you down when you do get a lot of subscribers and you really getting a lot of people looking at your content. They're going to come, but you got to be smart too and be business minded also. So just remember that it's over an hour. Did you need to leave, or I don't want your wife coming in getting mad at me?
I got another quarter now, Betty.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I've got a video which needs about another hour's work before I upload it and send it live, but I can do it tomorrow.
Okay,
my wife's Mrs. Millionaire's going on a hen night, or hen afternoon and hen night tomorrow in Manchester, and I'm hanging around with her son while the girls are out. So he'll be on his computer and I can play on mine.
Hey, Nitro.
Hi, Nitro.
Did you ever feel like giving up on YouTube since you started?
Only once, and that's when I was doing too much, and Mrs. Millionaire says, "Look, what's going on here? It's taking up too much of your time. You're not giving me any attention." And so, we're not doing the deal. I've retired. I'm a retired carer. I look after my elderly parents, etc. But I sold my business, so part of the deal, Mrs. Millionaire is the main income earner. I'm supposed to do the cooking and the cleaning and things like that, as well as caring for my mother. And I gave up another one of my hobbies as I was starting to enjoy YouTube so much, but I was still doing it in the evenings and the weekends. You know those people, don't you?
Yeah.
You know how it gets. Yeah, a lot of us hit that wall. And then so I just sort of said, right, just stop. I'm going to stop. It's like, I don't want that. You're my priority. Mm-hmm. And so I just had like about a week, I think, just stopped it completely. Mm-hmm. And that was the point at which I may have not come back to it. And we talked it through quite early on, and she's going, don't stop. just notice what you're doing. You're getting into it as you do. You're throwing yourself into it with a passion. You do that, Betty. I know you do. We all do it.
Yeah. I did it.
And then after a while, I said, okay, I'm just going to have a little go. I'm going to slightly change the way I do quite a few things. And I did talk about this in a video and explain what I got on and what I was going to do slightly differently and how it was working out, and it has worked out. I've seemed to have largely got the balance. And what I don't, if I'm not managing to reply to the comments, then I'm not managing to reply to the comments. That's not the priority. The priority is getting dinner on the table and settling down in the evening and watching a bit of telly. Now, if we're watching our feature presentation of a nice drama, then put my phone down. If we're watching Love Island or something, well, yeah, fine, we can multi-screen, can't you? And put a couple of videos in the background or whatever, or answer a couple of comments. But yeah, so I nearly stopped, but that's the only time it's come close. Okay. What else do you throw yourself into, Betty, before you did this?
Before I did this, I was retired before I started this.
But have you had any hobbies that have just taken up massive, I presume, raising children?
Ancestry. I used to love to do that. Scrapbooking. I love to read. I had stopped all that with YouTube until now. I've gotten back to, some of the stuff I love because I had completely consumed my whole life.
Same process,
and I think most people are guilty of that out there.
I think your meltdown was about 3 or 4 weeks ago, wasn't it? Am I right? Or a month ago, or 2 months?
Yeah.
I noticed you disappeared.
And I wasn't sure if I was coming back either. I didn't know which direction I was going in.
So what are you doing? What are your hobbies that you're also doing now?
Just back to what I like to do, and I have still not gotten to everything, but I'm back to reading. I'm back to just relaxing, meditating in the morning, back to some of the old stuff that I used to do. So, and then I can cut off the computer. Like yesterday, right at some days it's 4 or 5 o'clock, cut it off. I don't go back.
I think you have to do that. You have to do that. You get eye strain otherwise, apart from anything else.
But I have grown. I can say since I came back in February, I can't say I enjoy it now. I didn't enjoy it before. People say you look like it. I said, yeah, I sure did, didn't I? But there's definitely a difference. So what is in your future, you think, with YouTube?
In YouTube, I think I'm going to have to, want to keep recording whatever that journey is and those decisions as they happen. And when I hit those walls or when I come to forks in the road and stuff. So I think I'm not trying to rush to 1,000 subscribers or 4,000 watch hours. I'm trying to build it slowly and solidly and cut my teeth as we go. Because as I say, the biggest thing with me is I didn't come over well on screen, and I had to learn to edit and do things that made it interesting. I've learned to script my videos a bit more and all of that. So I want to learn properly, cut my teeth properly, and sort of do all that. And that process is going on, but it will continue going on as we go forward. So I'm trying to become really good one day. And I don't think I'm there yet, but I think I'm closer than I was when I started. You can go back and look at my very, very, very first YouTube video ever, which I did on my phone, sat in the car. The sound was awful. So continuing that journey.
Been there, though. We all
of course we have. But a lot of the advice is to on the how to do channels, like channel makers and things like that. As you grow, take a lot of those old rubbish videos and underperforming videos off. Your channel will do better. Well, I can't do that because I'm recording the whole journey.
I'm not going to do that, though.
But it can make your channel appear more focused and more niche. It's not your style either, is it? But if someone's doing a channel,
but everybody's different. No, if
cooking if your channel is about cooking fish and you've got a channel where you a couple of videos where you cooked beef instead, take them off.
But I have to throw all my videos off then. For what are my niches now? Basically, all my old videos would have to be thrown.
And then
off.
I assume you lose that watch time. I'm pretty sure you do. So
you're going to lose that. That was I was going to talk about too, right fast. When you were talking about being slow, that's all nice and dandy with the subs. But then when you cross, like I've crossed that year threshold in September. So what happens is those hours start dropping off. Those rolling watch hours start dropping off. So then you got the uphill battle of
Yeah.
making sure that you stay above that so you don't drop off.
And the good news, of course, is once you do get over it, you can slip back below as long as you're still uploading content.
Yeah.
YouTube is kind to you there. So you've only got to
Yeah,
hit it, get
that's
over
what
it
I'm
for a little
saying.
while. Yeah. But getting there in the first place, that 12-month period. Yeah. On the
Yeah.
watch time. Yeah.
But that's what
Beginners.
you
But that's what I'm
want.
saying. Well, I'm looking at what have I got in the last 28 days, times that by 13.
Yeah.
Then I'm 20% of the way there.
Yeah.
Whereas if I take the total
Yeah.
within the last year, I'm only 6% or 8% or something like that. I
Yeah.
forget. So yeah, that's a good
I
point, Betty.
say
It's
by the
that year's
time,
got
now
to
this
watch.
is my thing, you got to get 4,000. So I say by the time you get 500 subs, you should have 500 watch hours. If you're right on target, by the time
No,
because
you'd
you
have to
got,
have 2,000 watch hours, wouldn't you? You got to be
yeah,
halfway to
because
4,000.
yeah, by the time you get a thousand, now I'm getting confused my own self. I got confused my own self. Yeah, by the time you get what,
Halfway
500,
to what? 500 is
2,000.
halfway to
Yeah,
the
you got to have
1,000. You want to be
2,000. You're
2,000
right.
halfway to the 4.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
right.
kind of. Yeah,
Yeah.
kind of. But it wouldn't matter because, of course, if you've grown from a standing start,
Mm-hmm.
it's skewed, isn't it? So
Mm-hmm.
maybe you've got the first 6 months you don't do much, but from 6 months to a year and a half, you can get them or whatever. So
Yeah.
I think I'm a long way. But yeah, I mean, my problem is going to be the scrolls, for example, as I grow and comment. And a big problem I've got at the moment is finding the time to reply. YouTube likes you to engage, doesn't it, with every comment and things like that. It helps you grow.
Oh,
Helps you
yeah.
take it seriously. But I'm going to have to let some of that go in due course. And as you say, the problem with the scroll, what will happen with that? So yeah, that's all. But the other thing is what you've done. You're supposed to, all the how to do it channels say you should niche down within your niche. So I've got my niche, which is recording my growth,
Mm-hmm.
trying to become
Yeah.
a social media millionaire,
Yeah.
whatever. But then within that, you've got to find a way of not being all over the place. And where I seem to be settling at the moment is so I've grown, I've recorded the growth. Now I'm starting to make videos how I did this as I grew my channel, what I did as I grew my channel. And those are the videos that seem to be catching the algorithm, the recommendation system. But within that, it's not the only thing I want to do. I don't want to be that channel completely. So I've still got to intersperse it with my experience of growing as well. So trying to merge the two together is now the challenge. That's one of the challenges that I'm facing as I grow, niching down in the niche without losing the essence of what I'm doing and my originality and unique selling point.
Yeah. And I think you're doing phenomenal. I think you come over very well, when you're talking.
Do you think that? Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I
can
even I get bored when I play them back sometimes. So
I can see
I need the.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, the next thing I need to work at is the cadence of my speech and the pauses and the precision of what I speak. I'm doing quite well talking to you today because I'm gelling with you. When I gel with someone and face to face, I'm quite good. But talking to that camera, I've improved a lot, but I'm still trying to find that balance between droning or getting too hyper or not having anything interesting to say with too many ums and ers. But then if I read a script, I start to drone again. So just that. And what's happened though, it's bred back into real life. I'm talking better to people. I've always been a mumbler and I've thought I come over great, but when you see a video of yourself, I think, oh my God, what an idiot you look like, Paul. And I'm really improving in the real world as a result of doing YouTube. But there's a long way to go on that. So how I speak in my videos is a big area I've yet to improve before I become what I'm aspiring to be.
But you're going to grow with that in time.
Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, maybe, maybe not. Watch me, people, find out.
I know, but I mean, I don't want the Paul that I know to change from being who you are now. But I can see as you do it more, there's going to be more growth to you. And like I say, both of us need to listen. We both know that because we're chitter chatterers, So
what about yourself, Betty? Same question to number 2. What is your thing next? Your direction, your challenge, where you're going to take your channel? We know you're niching down, aren't you?
Yeah, I am so happy that I found a niche. I really am, and I feel more balanced now. And it's easy for me to create videos now. I have so much material that I need to edit now. So I finally found a good place. So, and that makes me happy.
That's nice.
And I'm doing stuff that I used to do before, but I feel so bad when my sister gets off work and call me and I'm on live and I click her off, you know.
Yeah, balance, isn't it?
She's
Yeah,
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 she's
yeah,
used
yeah,
to
yeah.
that. No, you're on live, aren't you? So yeah, in the future, I could see me. I want to build a great community. That's what I want to
Yeah,
do. I
yeah.
want people
Right
that
from the start, you've wanted that, haven't
yeah,
you?
I want
Yeah.
people that care and they're not takers. Because some people are takers. And I don't want people that's takers. And you can tell. You can sit back. I might talk a lot, but I do sit back and watch. I have that, people, I have that, and I'm so grateful that I have that discernment where you can sit back and watch people. And I hope they're watching me because everybody don't like everybody. You know what I mean? But
Yeah,
I can
yeah.
tell if you're a taker, though. I can definitely tell if you're just here to take. But I want to build a community. I don't care who you are, what sexual orientation, religion, politics. I don't care. You can come. But you cannot bring your garbage here and dump it.
This is a happy place.
Yeah. But with me knowing that's what it is, as Nitro would say, you got to take care of your house. Because if
Oh, that's good.
somebody comes in, because if somebody gonna come in here to try to tear it down, because they're gonna say she's not that little nice person she say she is. She don't want. So I know that's coming. you know. But also always say nitro freak. And I'm going to always say, I hate to put the freak on the end, nitro. Nitro has two sides. And nitro, he knows you too. God knows he knows. But he also knows how to keep the garbage out of his house. So I know if I have a problem, I know who to go to. But that's the community I want to build, though. Like you're coming home to Big Mama house. we
So,
can
so when you hit your monetization point where you can ease off a little bit with that from that push, that ambition, that will take that pressure off. The channel that you feel you're going to settle into is still the community thing, and sort of that bunch of friends. I sense you'll probably still do live feeds mainly.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna do live feeds.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah.
And it will be about just then you'll be able to maybe do it less often, but still have that group of friends around you. I'm hearing that you're supporting people and they're supporting you. But then, how will you take it then? It's the be your best person at over 60, isn't it? Thing really.
Yeah,
So
to be your best person over 60. I can see I'll still do it 3 days a week, but I probably will only do 2 hours a day. With the 3 days a week that I come will be no longer than 2 hours, and that's it. Now I go a little bit longer, another hour or whatever, but it'll definitely. But even when you get that 1,000, it's work. That's just the first hump. The first notch in the belt.
Yeah.
I say that's
you only make a penny or two, don't you, at that point?
Yeah. I say that's when the work starts.
Go on, and how? So
Yeah.
how will you? So to build it from that point,
that's when it starts building. I think you're just at the floor at that 1,000. You're not anywhere. I think most people think, yeah, you made that first notch, but that's that foundation.
Like in the exam system, isn't it? Whatever exam you're doing at the moment, it's always the most important thing in the world. You need this for your future. And then you do the next level up, and what you did before it's just gone, forgotten. You've got to get this for your future.
Yeah.
I suppose it's the same with YouTube.
Yeah.
So, but
and then you got to get more organized too. That's another thing, because I used to put things all over on pieces of paper. Now I have to have it here. You got to be more organized than what I was before.
Yeah.
Because now if I do want sponsors, I definitely got to be organized. And I think I worked in the bank for 15 years. So that will help me. It always has helped me all my life with finances and even with sponsorships. I will know if you're nickeling me down. You can't come in here and nickel me down. I can tell you, and I will say no. That's my powerful. Oh shoot, who's trying to call me? I will say no if it's something that, and I think that's what makes it so neat in my life where I'm at. I can tell you no. I don't have anything to lose.
No.
I don't have anything to lose. And that's what's so nice about growing old. Everybody do not make it to the old folks club.
So look, that's going to work really well with your niche now, isn't it? It's going to be, you're going to need your holy grail is going to be a sponsor which is related to living your best life
That's
over the
right.
age of 60,
That's
isn't it?
right.
Yeah. So
That's
not a stair lift company. But I'm trying to think but there's loads and loads out there, because you're not old at 60 anymore, are
yeah.
you? You're not old at
No,
80. My
but they
my
still put
wife's
us
dad is
old
90 and wandering around. My
in
mom's old, but
America. They say we're old. We're old. I love
what's
being
that mean?
old.
They'll be old.
I
Oh, you've
know.
got huge retirement villages and things,
I
haven't you,
know.
and stuff like that? Yeah. Yeah. So that's good. Yes. Yeah, maybe you should start in each of you. Whenever you do a video, in the middle of it, you should say, "This video is sponsored by nobody in particular, but if you'd like to sponsor it, for $50, I'll give you the next 10 videos and mention your name in every video." And then just do that. That's all you got to do. But ask. Because that's how the top ones that are sponsored by companies, that's how they do it, isn't it? They just say, "Oh, just a
Yeah.
word before I go any further. This video is sponsored by, vidIQ. It's a great way to look at the channel, yada 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 yada." And then they move on. They don't say it so long that it annoys us.
I know. They don't. You have to stay that long.
You should do better. Yeah.
Grandma Udi's asking a question. She said, "Co-hosts need your opinion. Which one better, 1,000 subs or 4,000 watch hours?" That's both together.
One without the other is no. But it depends what you want. If you're just on here for fun and to make friends and not trying to do the pushing to make money thing, then the 1,000 subscribers definitely.
Yeah, not make money, but
the watch time doesn't matter.
Because that 4,000 watch hours, I always call that a beast. If your content isn't that great, that's what it's basically saying. If you don't have those 4,000 watch hours, your content's gonna have to change in order for it to grow.
Yeah.
So I always say with that 4,000 watch hour, it's a beast. It's something you're gonna have to work with it early in the game. Somebody taught me that. Get your watch hours early, because you're gonna need that. Because 1,000 subs gonna come, but them 4,000 watch hours, you're really gonna have to work on it unless your content grows organically.
Well, that's another interesting thing, isn't it? Because there's two types of videos. There's a spectrum, but at the extremes, there's two types. There's the videos that get watched when you put them out, like a news video of what's happened in Parliament today or something, or in Congress today. And then there's the evergreen video, like how to fix a table, which will get watched for years and might get hardly any the day you put it up. But 5 years later, it's trickled and trickled and trickled. And you do 50 of them, you've got a really good income. So it depends on your channel as well, of course. You might not need to rush to get there.
Yeah.
But, So
okay.
Every channel's different.
Yeah.
Nitro, you won't get the view hours.
Freak says, without the subs, you won't get the view hours. That's true. That's true. If they're watching your content, Nitro.
But then you see lots of channels there, 8,000 subs, and the video's getting 24 views. So, and it's not an evergreen video; it's going to grow. So it's balanced. Everything in life is balanced, isn't it?
And then Nitro says you got to have people viewing in order to get watch hours. And then Beauty and the Beast says you need both. Yes, you do. You need both. It would be nice if you put out a video and thousands of people just flock through it. You get your watch hours. Okay, this is a question. Oh Lord, I don't want your wife to walk in that dope, so I'm keeping up with her. I'm kidding. Then I forgot what I was gonna say. I do that all.
Oh, Betty, after all that build-up, come on. Don't leave us hanging.
It gotta be the watch hours. I know we talked about we need both. And God darn it, it slipped my mind.
Over 60, you see.
I hate that. I should have wrote it down. I hate that. And it'll come back too. It'll
I'm going to ask you a
always
question, Betty.
come back.
I'm going to have to go in 5 minutes. I'm going to go in 5 minutes. I've got to. Oh, what's that? You've got to have people viewing. Yeah.
Okay, you gotta have people viewing in order to get the watch hours. Okay, and then he says people paying
Nitro,
paying
right,
for a channel or something. People pay.
Don't do it. You can. There's
Don't
millions,
do it,
loads.
people. Don't pay nobody.
No,
Why?
it's pointless. And YouTube will delete half of them anyway, most of the time.
But why? Ain't nobody watching your stuff.
You can pay for watch time as well.
Yeah. That's great. That is the craziest thing I have ever saw in my life. You got 100,000 people and you only got 10 people watching your videos. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Have y'all noticed that you go to a channel, they got all these subs and they ain't got nobody watching. They may have 100 people watching their videos or less. And like he said, it would destroy your analytics and channels.
Exactly that, Nitro. Exactly that. And the YouTube algorithm's clever and clever and clever all the time. Look at how AI is coming on, you know. It will detect these things.
Koozies. I know I'm not paying attention to this chat when I be running my mouth. Coming in to hit the thumbs up. Thank you so much and have a blessed weekend. And Grandma Yudi says, for me, I'm running to subs first and the watch hours will follow. And that's the reason I monetize. Yeah, that's true. Because they're going to watch your stuff, especially if they like you. You know, that's the main. Because I know it's one girl that I like, and I have watched every playlist she got. I done gave her hours after hours after hours. I tell you. And then Grandma Yudi, he misspelled the word, but got good plan work on getting the people there to watch your stuff. Then the views will follow. Yes, because see, Nitro has a great following. He has a strong personality, but he draws a lot of people to his channel. And Nitro, you need to go on a little bit more because you done slowed up a little bit. Okay.
I don't know. I'll go over to Nitro. When I come back to this on Monday, I'll replay it all and I'll say hello to everybody. Yeah. Let's see how old you. Hang on. I'm just going to see how. Oh my goodness! I've gained over 10 subscribers while I've been on with you, Betty. Thank you, people.
Y'all are great. Y'all are so.
And listen,
great.
if you've subscribed to me and if you've commented on a video, I will. You go written down. You go on my word table. I can't use Excel. You go on my spreadsheet. I will come back and subscribe to you and watch yours as well. And you keep watching me. I will keep watching you. That's what I do.
Whoa!
But it won't happen this weekend, people. Don't unsubscribe.
No, they're not going to.
It'll be next week. I've got to live my life this weekend. I hope
they watch the video. That's another thing. Don't just hit the subscribe button. Make sure you watch a video. Two videos. That's what I do.
YouTube. YouTube says you need to substantially engage with the channel, but it doesn't tell us what that means. So generally, watch a couple of videos as well, pop a comment on, pop a like on, and it will probably let your subscriptions stay and not wipe it off. Because we all get that, don't we? The disappearing subscriptions overnight.
Yeah,
but all right. So if they go and haven't commented, I go and watch a few of their videos one week, then the next, and then the next, and I keep a record of that. I don't just knock them off my scroll. I give them a chance to come back and notice that they've been unsubscribed from me. And if they don't come back, then they go off the scroll. I turn them red.
Yeah, Grandma Yudi says yes, agree with the algorithm, and your YouTube is so. Yes, I tell people they're the gods. They're watching.
And by the way, it's not the algorithm, it's the YouTube recommendation system. They don't call it the algorithm now. We all do.
Okay. Listen, they're the gods. That's what I call them. Thank you, everybody that's in here. I am loving this today. And I'm telling you, doing lives, I love doing lives. And I think you will be great doing lives.
I think I'm enjoying appearing on other people's. You're my second,
Oh,
Betty.
really? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna invite you back to.
Yeah, yeah. Well, oh,
Okay.
Lisa, do you know Lisa from Growing on Vancouver Island? She put on one of her videos or on a community thing about 2 weeks ago. I'd love to be on somebody's live stream.
Oh,
So
is that what she
any of you
said?
live streamers, any of you live streamers, if you don't know Lisa, it's called Growing on Vancouver Island. She's lovely. She's lovely. In fact, she actually sent me a donation once, so she's very lovely. But I really do like her. She's great. She's like yourself. She's like you, Betty. She's become a good YouTube friend as well. So
Well,
pop over,
good.
like her, say hello from Millionaire Paul, and
Good.
ask her if she wants to appear on your live
Yeah.
chat, because she
'Cause even in
literally,
my
without being prompted, said, "I want to appear on a live chat."
Yeah, because that's the way to go. And it does help build, like Nitro say, watch hours. That if you want watch hours, go live. I'm telling you, because Warmstrong, that's what he's doing. He is going live 3 times a day.
Yeah, Bill just lives on it.
He's going 3. I say, Bill, today, because we were so tired by the end of yesterday. I said, and he went on live after we went on live. I say today, if you go live, I'm gonna be down in the panel, but I don't know if I'm gonna be down there or not because I've gained the energy back. So
I haven't got
if
the
he goes
time.
live, I'm going with him.
I might do one just for the fun, so I can record the journey. I've got my next about 10 videos already as things are happening, and as the sponsorships are changing and all that.
Yeah.
And I'll put on that I've done this. My second video next week will be, hey, here was me on Betty J. Here's a clip of that, and I had a lovely time. Everyone go over and see Betty J and all that. But yeah, I just haven't got the time to do it. But I'll do one. I'll do one at some point in the next couple of months, just for fun.
But do it. Do it whenever you do have the time, and you're gonna be amazed. You be thinking one person's gonna show up, and you be like, "Oh, I just came on here," and then more and more people start showing up because they know you.
Yeah, if 10 people come and watch for an hour, the effect that would actually have on my watch hours, I might think, "Ooh, mind I."
It usually take about 2 days to show up, though. Usually it's 2 days behind,
yeah.
and then
and
then it shows up. But yeah, I really enjoy this part.
Betty, I'm going to go. I've got to go. I've got to go and cook dinner.
Okay.
I want to ask you one last question.
Okay.
One last question. What's your favorite film?
What's my favorite film? Oh, shoot. What is my favorite film? Oh, God. I'm hurrying up. What's your favorite film?
Pressure.
Oh, you should ask me that.
Favorite book? Favorite music? Favorite song? Oh, come on, Betty. You're a famous YouTuber. You've got to know these things.
I know. Wow, I have to write it down. I'm trying to think. That's
right. Next video, we want to know. Next video.
Okay.
Here is me. Here's my favorite book, my favorite film, my favorite color.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Tell us about you. Yeah.
Okay. I tell you, but my favorite books, I don't have a particular, but y'all gonna be surprised. I like to read time travel, fiction time travel.
Really? Yeah. I love time travel films. Yeah.
Yeah, I love those, but I love to read books about those self-help books too. But a lot of that just takes me away when I'm doing the time travel books.
Yeah, I love the logic of time travel. I think I've got quite a straightforward, logical mind, and I love the paradoxes. And oh no, if they'd gone back and done that, then that wouldn't happen. Fascinates me. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna let you go cook that dinner because you're 30 minutes over.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, normally Friday night is fish and chip night, but because we're going to Manchester tomorrow, and my wife's on the hen night, we'll be eating lots of naughty food. So we're just using up some eggs and vegetarian sausages tonight.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
I loved it.
Yeah, me too. I really did. And thanks so much. And I will see you later. You want me to go ahead and remove you?
Yes, because I don't know how to do it.
Okay,
bye, everybody.
I'm going to remove you. Okay, bye-bye. Oh, that was fun, y'all. That was really a lot of fun. I have 12 people here now. And I know I missed a lot in the I'm trying to see what I did miss. I don't think I missed too much. Grandma Yudi said, all right, Nitro, noted. I'll come to you. Grandma Yudi, let me tell you about Nitro. He's going to be a little bit different. But I love him, so you could go on over. Scrolls Nest, I think I said hello to them. RFH channel, hello and welcome. Welcome to my channel. And if anyone has questions, needs help with YouTube, feel free to ask. I love to help creators. Nitro, type Betty, and your link will go in there because I would love for them to go over because they will learn a lot from everybody. Millionaire Paul says, thank you, everyone. I had a wonderful time. And thank you so much, Paul. We really enjoyed you. It's so easy to have a creator that, that talks, I don't want to say a lot, but really is passionate about what they're doing. So Nitro just dropped his link, and anybody else that want to drop their link, just type Betty and it will drop your link down. And but anyway, what I'm going to do is because I got Paul right in, so I'm going to back up a little bit normally, but what I would do when I first come in. I stay in Florida. It is hot. It is sunny. It's a beautiful day. It started out by 68 degrees, I think. But I can tell you it is well above 68 degrees in this in this weather right now. Embark Nation, hello. I don't think I said hello to you. But it's nice. Come to Florida. Don't come in August. Don't come in July, is what I say. Start in September, where it starts getting a little less hot because we don't have all the seasons in here. Anybody got any questions they want to ask me? Because this is Friday. And it is the end of the week for working people. I am retired, thank God. That's all I can say. Jamia, I see. Thank you, Jamia. Thank you so much for saying that. Scrolls Nest say they're gonna check out Nitro. Give me 1 second. Something was delivered at my door. Don't y'all leave. I want 11 in here. 11 when I come back. I'll be back in a second. I'm back. Oh, I got one more in here. What do you know? I didn't even lose anybody. But yeah, it is hot in Florida. I know Jamie would love for it to be cool. She can keep that cold weather up north. Or you can move, Jamie. Uh, and I'm gonna drop the link in case anybody want to come up. If you want to come up, just know you have to show your face and chit chat away. And I don't have a problem with that. Don't come up here and be nasty. And then what I got in the mail, they hold cords on the on appliances is what it is. Because I have cords everywhere. And I'm tired of looking at cords. But this is for appliances in your house. And it helps them hold it real nicely. I never used them before, so I'll tell y'all about them. Oh, my Nitro freak is here. Hey, Nitro.
What's up, Eddie?
There he is, y'all. There he is.
I'm more of a panel person. I hate typing.
I know. You like me. I'm like, I'd rather be up there talking than
oh yeah.
And then Jamie says, when I win the lottery, I'll move to you just move on to the cold weather. She stays in Florida and she hates our heat.
It's kind of like us here in North Carolina, an average 100
Oh yeah.
and 90% humidity in the summer and fall. It's crazy.
Yep, I don't need to win the lottery to move. I tell you, my husband is what's holding me here. Okay, Deb, he don't want to move. But you know what's starting to happen though is I'm starting to agree with him a little bit though. So yeah, because when you're retired and then your home is paid off, and then they're not going to want to give you as much as you think you should get. You know what I mean?
Oh
So
yeah.
yeah, so it's and you can make your house as safe as you want. You have something in case somebody come in and they just don't leave. And then
That's how it is when I retired out of the military. Your kids get grown, you kick them out, and then they come back and don't ever want to stay away.
mine never came back. They both went in the Navy. Nobody retired from the Navy, but nobody wanted to come back home. And I was happy. I'm like, and they thanked me for that. They're like, I am so happy that I got out early on my own. My second one, he didn't have a choice. You want to run your mouth, you want to be a man, then okay, then you need to be a man. So he went into service right at 18. My other son went probably was 19, 20. And so nobody ever came back home. Nobody asked for money either.
That's a good thing sometimes.
Yeah, one time, my son, the only time he asked for money was his teeth. And he needed $1,000, and he said, I'll pay you back. And he paid us back. My sister gave him 5, I gave him, he paid us back. I said, that's the way you do it. Now, honestly, Nitro Freak, if it was for light bill, you ain't getting it from him.
Right.
You are not getting a light bill money from me. It's got to be something really important. Really important. But yeah, I didn't know you had children.
Oh yeah.
What you say? Yeah, Betty.
I'm a grandfather too. I got 2 grandkids.
Is that all you have? I have 10. I have 2 sons. The one that stays after he got out of the service, he stays over in Australia. He has 7.
Oh wow.
He has 6 boys and 1 girl. Boys running my family real heavy. I only had, on my father's side, I only had sons. And I have 2 granddaughters out of the 10 grandchildren.
Wow.
Boys run real heavy on my.
That's how it is. I come being Italian. Italians have big families. So me growing up, I had 4. There was four girls and 3 boys. My mom had 7 kids.
It was 4 of us. It was like she had the first set, and then she had the second set when I was about 11 and 13, something like that. So it was, so it wasn't like a real big when I was growing up until I got to about 11. And then I became the middle child. I went from the baby to the middle child, which I'm glad of now because I still think that's the strongest child. I really do.
Yeah.
In that birth order, I do. I know I'm bullheaded. Okay. Age has softened me up. My sister said it has. So that I didn't take no mess from nobody. I had to be really tough because I was a single mom and worked, every day.
Hard.
Yeah. So the kids had to do what they had to do. Clean up, wash dishes. They'll tell you they did it all. I have time.
That's how it was when we were growing up. We had a lot of chores. There was never no downtime between school, coming home, doing chores. I think that's something a lot of this generation of kids has no idea about that are growing up today.
But I said a lot of times we can't blame them because I still blame my generation, the baby boomers. We became really materialistic. We really did. We became really, and then our kids watched that. They like, some still from my generation, my kids, they still had that work ethic because they had to do chores at home. Right. They had sleep times, but now the kids have nothing. Even my son's children, well, my oldest, because he got all them children, of course, you're going to keep them in order a little bit more. But the other one, like Sophie, my granddaughter, she ain't got no bedtime. I'm like, no bedtime. That's fine over there. That won't work over here.
That's how my granddaughter is. During the week, she has a bedtime because she has school. But now my granddaughter stays with me and the wife on the weekends because she loves hanging out with us. So
yeah,
we go pick her up Friday after school. She stays with us Friday night,
Yeah.
Saturday night. Then we take her home Sunday around
yeah,
8 o'clock. But when she stays with us, that kid will be up watching TV
yeah.
on her
She's having a
tablet
good
till 2, 3 in the morning.
Yeah, I can understand that with grandparents. Grandparents gonna ruin them if they're over there.
Yeah. She gets away with murder with us, but it's a
I
tight run
tell
ship
you.
at home. But when she comes with us, she gets her way. Ain't gonna lie, we probably let her get away with more than she should, but she's the firstborn, so.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, with grandparents, that's why sometimes I say when kids go to stay with their grandparents' house, their parents still want to control it sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they want to
daughter
control
does
it.
that.
And I said, just let them have that freedom with it because that's what they're going to remember. But
Yep.
like I tell my friends and their grandchildren, I say, listen, those are not your children. There are them, that's their children. So I don't get in none of that.
Yeah.
I don't get. Them women love me because I don't get in none of their mess. I don't. I'm one of those mother-in-laws, good mama-in-law. I stay out your business. So,
Yeah.
and you know what I've learned is though, when women get to see that and they really trust you, I know stuff my sons don't even know I know. Because they know I'm not gonna tell. You know what I mean? So I'm just a different breed when it comes to that. I just think we just need to be better on that as women to stay out of other women's households.
Right.
Armstrong say they having a snowstorm. Oh my God, we're having a snowstorm. Oh
Yeah,
my,
it's raining like crazy here. I know a lot
really?
of people are getting snow, but here in the South, we're getting all the rain.
Well, we haven't gotten, I'm far as South Florida, so I don't see it, but that can change overnight. I have to look at the weather and see. I hope you keep your lights warm, strong. he done reached his 1,000 finally. Now we got to do those watch hours. So he's been on 3 times a day.
That's the best way to do it. I heard the conversation that you were talking about earlier and the people in the chat. I think it was Grandma Yudi there was asking which one was better to have, the subs or the watch time.
Mhm.
And that's what I was trying to put in the chat is you got to kind of have both. They both work coincide with each other. Some people will try to work on the watch times because that's a little bit harder to get, but the best way I explain it to people is you got to have the subs in order to get the views. When you get the views, then the watch time follows, because most people, as I tell everybody, you really got to build a strong community within your YouTube channel first, because the more people you can bring in to be part of your community, whether they're watching your videos or watching your live feeds, the more people you have, that means the more views you're going to get. And when you get with more views, you get that watch time. So you got to try to find a way to bring it all in, at the same time. Because like I tell everybody, you really don't want to try to go gung-ho on worrying about getting watch time over subs, because if you don't have the subs, then there's nobody there to watch, so you ain't gonna get watch time. I mean, you think about it, it makes sense. And it's kind of funny because the amount of channels that I visit and I listen to some of the topics that people talk about, there's a lot of people coming into YouTube nowadays that think they have it figured out, but they really don't. I've been doing YouTube since the day it started, and I made sure I paid attention to how everything was going. But see, even nowadays, the way that YouTube is constantly changing their algorithm and changing the rules and regulations, it's near impossible to try to, do it all at once. And like I tell a lot of people, don't ever try to figure that algorithm out. And that's the one thing everybody's always trying to do.
I know.
How do I hit the algorithm? Well, the minute you figure it out, 4 days later, YouTube gonna change it. And they know when people are figuring it out. See, what people don't understand about YouTube is a business to make money. Most of the people in YouTube don't realize that. They think it's out in the creator's favor, and it's not. YouTube is out for themselves to make money. That's why it's so important to stay consistent in YouTube. A lot of people have the misconception that, okay, well, if I start a channel, it's going to be easy to grow, get a bunch of subs, get a bunch of views, I'll get monetized and make money. Well, YouTube is not in our favor for us to make money. They're there allowing us to have a channel so that they can make money. And that's where the whole consistency thing comes in, because they basically want you to go live every day, pump out videos every day, because when you do that, what happens? YouTube is running ads on all the stuff you do. So they're making money. And unless you're monetized, if you're a non-monetized channel, you ain't making nothing. YouTube's making all the money. Okay. And that's what they want. So for every person that doesn't go lives, not dropping videos, that's inconsistency. And the problem is YouTube's not making any money. That was half the reason why they started doing the shorts feed and allowing us to become monetized on shorts now, because that was one more way for YouTube to run ads on shorts, bring in more revenue to them. When you really think about it, like, I've been monetized for years, and still to this day, I think it's crazy that they take 33.5% of everything we make on our channel. And I heard recently they want to bump it up to 45% now. So it's like, I come across so many creators that say they're specifically doing YouTube for a job and to make money. Trust me, you ain't gonna get rich off of YouTube. And it's crazy because I see so many channels where I hear people say, well, YouTube's not that hard. I'm going to quit my job and just do YouTube, where I can sit at home in front of a camera and do videos all day. Well, the thing is, that's all fine and dandy. But if you ain't putting out content that everybody loves,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and you get thousands and thousands of views, you ain't making no money. You better keep that day job. I'll tell you that right now. But having a good community can also help that, because that's where you'll get super chats, members, donations, the donations and the super chats and that kind of stuff helps as well. So
how do you think that you keep your community strong, though? Because you have a community, but you keep it strong.
I have a great community. Being a monetized channel, I owe everything to my community because they love what I do. They constantly donate to my channel. On an average, last month I made $2,500 just off my YouTube channel. And there's not many channels out there as small as mine that can say that they've done that. On an average, I'm making anywhere from $800 to $1,000 a month. But my community loves what I do. They love my personalities. And that's one thing I try to tell people. If you're going to be a live streamer and you don't have a specific niche of what you're going to target, like, you'll probably notice a lot of channels out there, they do what we call a free-for-all. They just like to get on camera, bring people in, and they just talk about whatever topic that they want to talk about. There's no specific thing. And that's kind of what I'm doing now. And with doing that, like your question, you basically got to have a personality. You got to be a good speaker. You have to give your people something worth watching and worth coming back to. Okay. Because I see a lot of channels out there that they'll get people in, but nobody really stays. It's just kind of people checking out the channel, filtering through. They'll stay for a minute or two, and then they leave. And like I heard the topic being touched on, with watch time. the more people you can get into your live stream and the longer they stay, the higher your watch time is going to go up. And that's one of the big reasons why you look at everybody in YouTube today. More people are pushing, go live every day, go live for as long as you can, because the more people that come in and the longer they stay, the more watch time you're going to earn. Okay. Millionaire Paul, that's with my donations added for the money that I'm making. But on an average, without my donations, I can still stay steady around 400, 485 just on my channel alone. Mm-hmm. Now, with getting the high numbers, that's because I do get a lot of donations. And plus, for memberships, everybody that buys a membership to a channel, that's a guaranteed amount added on at the end of the month on top of whatever my regular revenue makes.
Okay. And that's what I was telling people. You ain't got to be like big. I heard somebody say you need at least 10,000 people to make some money. And I said, that's not true.
You don't. I know channels out there that have just recently gotten monetized and have only been monetized for maybe 4 or 5 months. But they have such great content and are good public speakers and good on camera. I've seen channels with nearly 1,050 subs can still make anywhere from $300 to $500. Mm-hmm. And a lot of that will be donations, but you don't really have to do a whole lot to earn that money. All you have to do is be a good speaker and do good live feeds. If people love what you do, naturally there are people that will donate to you.
Yeah. Because that's what I was saying. You find the people, but keeping them and being, I guess you just don't change, but you got to be really truthful with what you speak of, and don't, start changing words to make it appealing to more, to bring in more people, because you're going to end up losing them.
Yeah.
So up front.
And I used to be one of those channels where a lot of people say, find a niche and stick to it. Now, I have different beliefs on that, because when I started in YouTube, for the first 2 years, I had a specific niche. So anybody that knows my channel, I'm a big gearhead. I'm into drag racing, old school muscle cars. Yeah. And I do a lot of gas-powered RC cars. And that's all my channel was about for the first the first 2.5 years. And while that worked well for the first 2.5 years, as YouTube was changing and making it harder to do, staying in a specific niche, what I found is once you've targeted that niche and you got everybody that you can get, all right, you'll notice most channels with a specific niche will start on an upcline, and then they just go off and stay steady. There's really no more excessive growth. And I'm not saying that's for everybody, but the majority of the channels that I've looked into and have actually talked to a lot of these people, and from what I've witnessed from my own channel, I found it better to venture out and try to target everybody, because I look at it like this. Why stay within a specific niche where you're only going to target a certain amount of people and your channel's going to taper off? Why not target everybody there and keep your channel on a steady, climbing point? Because the more people you can bring in means more money, more watch time, a bigger community, and you're just going to keep growing and growing and growing. And even with the way YouTube is today, with always changing the algorithm, changing what they're doing, it's gotten a lot harder for a lot of creators to just stay within one specific niche and to try to see constant growth, because it's not like that anymore. YouTube has made it where this is almost becoming a job for most people. YouTube started out to just be a social media platform and be fun. They have not made it easy for us. It's like you see a lot of people will talk about, I'm losing watch time, I'm losing subs, I just can't seem to get ahead, the watch time is not there. And that's exactly why it's like that. They want you to stay consistent every single day in order to keep that watch time climbing.
Yeah.
Because I've noticed back in the day, I used to go live 7 days a week, sometimes 3 times a day, where on an average, I'd have one live stream would last 5 to 7 hours
Yeah.
on average. You know, that's how most people found me because I was one of the most consistent people
Yeah.
for a live streamer. But even then, after doing that for so long, I got burnt out on it because it was starting to feel like a job. And really, you start to run out of stuff to talk about. When you go live 7 days a week or 7 hours a day, it's like, what the hell else do I talk about now? You know, you've covered everything in life that there is, but that's, you know, where you just gotta, you know, you really gotta stay creative and, you know, come up with new stuff, and it's hard. And that's why now, you know, I'm only going live now maybe twice a week. But even when I go live, I'll try to do it for as long as I can because, you know, I want to keep that watch time going because, again, you know, I do YouTube not for the money, just to I love to meet people and converse with everybody, but the extra money does help. You know, it allows me to, you know, buy extra stuff or whatever I want. You know, I'm not going to get rich at doing it, but in order to keep the money going, it's like a job. I got to keep punching that time clock. I got to go live as much as I can every day. But the longer you go live, the more people that come into your lives, that means more watch time. So with more watch time, more people means more views. Your money's going to go up because I think everybody knows that we get paid basically by the views, how many people watch you, how long they stay, and the amount of ads that are ran on your stuff. That's where the monetization is at. That's why you see so many people will go live and try to stay live as long as they can. And you'll see people be like, darn, how does that person stay live all stinking day? Not everybody has that kind of time. Like me, I retired out of the Army, so I have all kinds of time on my hands. So, you know, this is my hobby, just getting on here and talking with people and sharing my experiences of what I've learned with YouTube, you know, over the course of the years that I've been in it. Because I came from a time where I remember when YouTube was pretty easy in the beginning, and looking at it now, you know, I think YouTube started realizing they were shucking out way too much money years ago.
That's what it was.
That's why they ain't making it easy now. But now they're also in competition with like Twitch, Twitter, TikTok.
I know.
Rumble. You know, now you have even Facebook now you can be monetized on. So, you know, all these social media platforms are in competition, and that's why they're constantly changing stuff. That all of them are trying to make their platform better than the next in order to suck them people in on that side of the fence.
Yeah.
Another,
I think you're lagging a little bit. There.
I apologize.
Okay, that's all right.
Hold on, I'm trying to let my computer catch up. We had a little bit of a lag.
Okay. Seem to be fine now, though.
Okay. Well, you obviously can hear me and probably see me. On my end, the computer screen is frozen. I don't know why it does.
Okay, yeah, it's freezing. But go ahead. There we go. Well,
but like we were talking about earlier with the people that are now buying subs and building their channels, you know, that didn't used to be a thing a long time ago. Now that's a big thing with people buying.
Crazy. We lost him. He'll come back. Let me make sure I put this back in here just in case. I don't know how that works, but I'll put in case he needs it to come back. Just in case, I put it down in there. I'm sure he'll come back once he catch up, but I put the link down there for you, Nitro. If anybody want to come up, the only thing I ask is that you have to show your face the whole time unless you've taken a break or something. But Warmstrong, we're going to talk about him. He reached his 1,000 subscribers this week. And now we got to get him to his 4,000 watch hours. I cannot wait. I cannot wait until he gets to his 4,000. I know there is going to be a party started, and I know we're going to see him more today because he's going to be doing lives. And I know he's tired from last night. And anybody that can run Warmstrong's playlist, please do. And even if you have not subscribed to him, please do watch a video that'll give him more time to do what he needs to do. And Warm Strong, I'm rested up. I know I said, if you go live, I'll be down in the chat, but I'm rested up. I woke up in a really good mood and got some energy. And also know too, I have a premiere this evening at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So please, the ones at the 11 that you are here, please come at that. I'm always Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 9 a.m. lives. And I'm going to be here for sure unless something come up, and I'll definitely let you know on my community page if something happens. So always look at that, my community page. Another thing too I wanted to discuss, and I think I'm losing a few people because of this, but it's all right. I'm all right. I'm a big girl, but I don't want anyone discussing about someone else's live while it's going on when my live is going on. Do not put in that chat over there that so and so is on right now. That is so disrespectful. So please, don't do that. And that's all right, Nitro. I'ma miss you though. When they on Crasher, I drop the link again just in case. But yeah, that's the worst etiquette that you can do on another channel. So if you don't know that, I'm letting you know, don't go to somebody else's live and even say, I'm going live right now in 10 minutes. So you're going to take my 11 people and hopefully they're going to come over to your place. That's just not right. Put the shoe on the other feet. That if I came over your live and said, I'm going live in 10 minutes and your live is keep going, you would know how that would feel. So I think we just need to stop that on that end. And also I talked about when Millionaire Paul was here. I am a talker. Millionaire Paul is a talker. Okay. And I would say that I know I don't listen well. My sister have told me that. Warm Strong has told me that. And that's what you do. You take what people tell you and you really work on it. And I'm going to work on that really hard because I know that is one of my weaknesses is listening. And I think most talkers have that problem. So, yes, Nitro, I've had that happen by people sneaking in. And then they'll say, I'll be live in 10 minutes. Or even somebody else will come in. Not the person going live will say, so-and-so is live right now. So-and-so is live right now. That's not going to work. It's not going to work here. You may get away with the one time I'm going to say it to you. But then if you do it again, then I may time you out, at that time. But it's, that's just not right. Scroll's Nest. Yeah, he is. He's Scroll's Nest say he's going to check on Nitro's channel. Yes, I'm telling you, you need to be there when he's doing a live. And I think you'll learn a lot more about his personality just from going on lives. And you can ask him if you got a question about YouTube, ask him, if you're feeling lost. And that's why I think I do a lot more. I like talking about YouTube, but then I know when you have YouTube creators that may feel a certain way and they can't really take in, and listen, just listen. You don't have to do what I say and not get upset. I think sometimes that's hard for other people because I'm the type, I might get upset right at first, but then I sit down and once I think, and I said, you know what? They were right. I've done that with Warm Strong a lot. He would tell me something. I'm like, he don't know what he's talking about. And he, and then I'll come back and tell him, after I thought about it, that it's right. So, Nitro says, I stay very engaged with my viewers. I'm always willing to help everyone the best I can. And that's what I want. I really want to build a community where, you know that I am engaged with you. You could come, you can always find me on Instagram. Always find me on Instagram. You know, but I'm not gonna let you come in here and beat me up. And I'm gonna tell you right on, I'm not gonna let you beat me up if you come in here. Um, but they always say big mama house is what I call it. We can agree to disagree, but I'm not gonna let you come in here and drop the garbage and then run and leave, is what it is. So I try to stay ahead of that. I really do. Because if I know a problem's coming, I did that this week. I knew a problem was coming and I knew some people was going to bring it. So I just took the step ahead to make sure that that didn't happen because I knew it was coming. So sometimes if you see something brewing and you know they're going to bring mess to you, try to stay a step ahead. Sometimes you can't. So stay a step ahead of it. And I said, even if you block somebody, you don't have to tell other people that you did that. You know what I mean? Block them, forget it, and you continue on. YouTube, like Nitro say, it's a business. It really is. It is a business. And you think them sponsors, say if the sponsors come, you have a lot of great content, but they see a lot of garbage going on. Do you think the sponsors want to come to you? They don't, they're not gonna want to come to you. That's what I think about. It's who you're around too. Them sponsors be looking of who you are around. And I know we got, like I said, this is the weekend. This is Friday, and I know I'm going to be really busy. I know with Warm Strong, and also me getting my, working hard to get my subscribers. I think the last time I looked, let me go look. I had, let's see how many I got now. I've got they dropped. Okay, I got 738, but which is fine. And then my watch hours are like 3,943. So I'm right where I need to be. And let me come back to y'all before I leave you. But I'm getting there. Yeah, I'm getting there. Yeah, I'm getting there. I had a couple more and they dropped off, but that's fine. Sometimes they'll come back. But once I reach there, like I said, I'm at the watch hours because 2 days ago I probably got those hours that I'm lacking right now. But I'm gonna keep, trying to go as long as I can. I do look at the numbers too over at the side. I'm always looking at that and seeing who's, being engaged as I talk and see who keeps coming back, like Butter Roll Boutique. She crochet dolls. I'm gonna get another doll too. This was supposed to be for my grandchild, but she's not getting it. I'm keeping her. Okay, thank you, Nitro, for letting me know that. And a lot of people are still working on Friday, and a lot of people have a lot that they have to do and in and out all the time. So, but once I'm here Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I am here. Yeah, 7 days a week, Nitro. I'll be like, oh, somebody help me. And then I'm gonna start back getting more people to interview. Sometimes that's a little work for me because then I have to do a little research on the person that I bring in. So that's another thing. But yeah, this week has been a really busy week for me. And but it's been a good week. It's been a productive week. And I have great friends that's helping me get through this, and me just setting goals of what I want to do with YouTube. And I know but I had to niche down because I didn't know what direction I was going in. And I didn't have a firm footing. Nitro Freak, interesting videos. You think you could jazz up my mobility scooter? cute. That is too cute. But yeah, it's just been a busy YouTube week. However, I've, taken a lot of personal time too, just to think about what I want to do on YouTube. And like I said, that finally I've gotten a firm footing, because that whole year and a half, I was just like, this was me. I was floating and I couldn't like really get, so I started to niche down to over living your best life over 60 and younger. And it's, I think I was frightened at first that I was gonna lose the younger ones. But I found out that the younger ones really want to hear what you have to say about aging. They want to hear a lot about that, because we've been where they've been to. And then the ones that's like 50, younger than me, I want to see what they're doing coming up, because I can learn so much for younger ones. They got the creative juices just flowing when you're younger. And then you got all that energy that I don't have. Sometimes young people, sometimes y'all be moving around worse than us, worse than that. And then having the personality too, like Nitro say, you gotta have personality to draw them in, and then you got to really be honest. And from the beginning, you can't start that line just to draw in more people. They got to look forward to coming to see you and know that they are the ones helping you build this community. It isn't you, it's really them. And that's what them keeping it growing is what it is. So, okay, Nitro Freak, you have a great one. I'm so glad that you stopped by. So I know you're going somewhere else. But anybody doing anything exciting this weekend? I need to do something exciting this weekend. So I'm gonna I don't know, maybe go to the mall. Hey, together we travel. Hey, Rich. I showed up right when Betty was having confusing moments over. Oh, that's the old one. Rich, he probably up there cooking or something. I'm way back. I done pulled everybody. Everybody back. Trish, okay, that is so good, because I'm like at 2 hours and 16 minutes. And I just had Trish this week, working hard with Warm Strong, and he got his 1,000. Then that made me really excited, because I'm like, oh, he did it, So, and then once he gets to his 4,000 hours, I'm just so, excited about that. And then the ones that's here that have not subscribed to me, please subscribe. I want to get up to 1,000. Watch your 2 videos. And I know some of y'all got 2 or 3 accounts now. I do know that. So go ahead and subscribe to me and help me grow so I can get monetized and make some of this money, what everybody else out there making. And but we work hard. YouTube creators, y'all work very hard. We don't stop. Some of us work 24 hours a day. I know when I first started, I worked around the clock. I really did. But I know today, I said when I get off of here, because my premiere, don't forget, it's 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time today, is I really worked hard. And I know I probably turned off a couple of people, because I do talk about, them not coming in and saying that someone else is live, or they're going live in 10 minutes or whatever. And I knew that I was gonna, some people was just gonna bank and run with that, because they didn't, a lot of people don't like certain things. And I think you just need to start off, when you're starting a community, just to be honest. Because like even with people coming up on the panel. I don't like them to be behind, I always say moniker, but what am I? Avatars. I just don't like people when they come up to be behind the avatars. And I have to respect channels that do it. Or if I go on their channel, I'm going to respect them. If but I just, unless they want me to be behind avatar, but if I go to a channel and I'll come up showing my face. But if the host want me to cut, I guess I'll cover my face. I just think it's so nice to be able to see everybody's face and who I'm talking to. And it just makes it a lot easier for me. But yeah, that is one of my pet peeves is that. And also I talked to Grandma Yudi this morning, and she's going to co-host one day on my show. And I know I want to start asking other people. I know some people can only stay on an hour, which is perfect. If they can only stay on 30 minutes, that would be even, better. And also yesterday, everybody use YouTube for different avenues. Like I say, I want to say live your best life over 60. After a while, I'm gonna have to say 70. I will be in my 7th generation of life in a couple of years. But then I look at Golden Girl. She's 72. Trish, I got up this morning. Golden Girl was 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning talking. She said she ended up with 5 people. She was just, I couldn't believe it. So that's what I look forward to. I'm like, okay, I'm like a spring chicken. I'm 68 and she's 72. If I can do that at 72, we got another YouTube creator. She's 80 years old. I'm like, and she looks amazing. She has that extra energy. I mean, what is the fear about growing old? Can somebody tell me? Can somebody tell me? You only got one other alternative, and it's death. I mean, so what is the fear about growing old? You just want to, you know what? I don't know if you were on here, Trish, when Millionaire Paul, he was talking about, the way you dress. Why you gotta dress old and frumpy? I can dress whatever way I want, whatever way I feel comfortable in. And I think that's a lot of times why we feel old too. It's the way we dress, the way we feel about ourselves. We stop taking care of ourselves, the quality of life. Now, don't get me wrong. I know people do get ill. I know people get sick. Our body is like a car. It runs down on certain parts of it. Yes, I know I'm blessed. Everybody keep telling me. However, I just know when you have that quality there, when you have that quality, and some people, when they're sick, they fight through it. It's some people just fighters. And I know some people can't fight through it. I want people to say that. I don't want to but when you have that quality and you have that vitality, you have that energy, you can do it. You can keep going and going. And I hope that most of you out there don't have to work the rest of your life because, a lot of people choose to work past the retirement age. And a lot of people don't. I know one of my friends, I know she's not going to stop working at 70. I already know that. She says she is, but she enjoys her job. And I say, if you doing that keeps you going, but I didn't like my job. Oh, I didn't like the banking job. I love and my passion was working with pregnant women when they were in labor. I just got tired. I got tired is what I got. So when you can retire, retire. I'm telling you, because we don't know how long life is. We really don't. My brother Warmstrong talked about that yesterday, but he made himself sound so old, like he read that. Boy, he really made me sound old, and I'm older than him. But I got what he was saying, though, that, there's times in your life you have to think about it. it's time for me to, even my sister, she's like 13 years younger than me, and she's starting to think about retiring. Even if she don't have the years in to get that retirement check, maybe you want to go part-time. You got to start thinking outside the box, is what it is. Maybe, and you'll be amazed how things work out when you start thinking outside the box. I always say, thank you for the 10 in the house right now. Please thumbs up if you have not, thumbs up. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do. I need you. I need to get to that 1,000. And I'm really working hard on that. But yeah, we really want to think about as we grow older. Hey Eddie, how you doing? Eddie is. I thought about you. I think you go live at 12 something today. Think I saw that you go live at 12 something. I think he said. So it's like it is so, you know, you just keep going is what you do. You just keep going. And anybody that want to come up, just I'm putting the StreamYard in there. And but yeah, because I only have about 30 minutes left. I can't believe I'm at 2 hours and 25 minutes. Eddie said about 3 p.m. today. I think he's not quite sure Eastern Standard Time. Yesterday was at noon. I know that. That's why I knew today was different, Eddie. I did know that. I have 11 people in the house. I have a 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, my premiere this afternoon. Hey, Jaden, how are you doing, baby boy? That's Jaden, everybody that comes in. Jaden, you went to school today? So Jaden he's been a supporter for a while. I don't know. I can't remember where we met at, but Jaden is always here for me. And a lot of others, you will see Jaden there. So some people, like I say, I've known from the start, and then I'm getting more new friends out of the country. A lot of Indonesians, Singapore, Filipinos. The Philippine. It's one named Mama Laney. I hope I got that right. She really helps me a lot. And I know quite a bit about her. I'll stay in her lives and we'll chit chat. Sometimes she only has 3 people, and we'll just chit chat back and forth. And that's another thing. And one more thing I did to learn, and me and Warmstrom had talked about this too, is I am so sad for me that I did not ask for more on YouTube. You ask people to subscribe. You ask people for what you need. You ask people for what you want. Because if you don't ask, guess what? You won't get it. And that's why I want Millionaire Paul. I think if y'all go over to his channel, he's pinned up to the top. Millionaire Paul, I have been with him from the beginning. He has always asked for what he wanted. And then he would receive it. And I'm like, oh, I just couldn't believe they did that. You asked. Because he used to ask about buy me a coffee, and then we'll buy him a coffee. He'd be like, I couldn't believe. I said, yeah, I'm going to ask, buy me a cup of coffee. I got right on my channel. I said, I'm going to start asking about buy me a cup of coffee. And then now what I learned from him, I didn't know the UK could do what I want, Cash App. I didn't know they could do that. Something else, but it was Cash App. I had wrote it down on his piece of paper. Cash App. I didn't know, but they could do it in the UK, and I couldn't, believe it. That the Hey Embark Nation is Jen. Okay, Jen, Chloe's mom. But yeah, I'm gonna start when I go live now. Honestly, I'm gonna start asking more like he does. But I'm telling you, go over there. And I started with him from the beginning. He has over 200 subscribers now. He's retired, and he helps also with elderly parent, and he also, I think his wife still works. So but he's doing amazing thing. He's starting to build a community over there. And if you go over to his channel and comment, he'll put you in this little scroll thing that goes over, and you'll see your name go. So I try to make sure I comment on every one of his things to get on that scroll. But not really. Every time I go over there, I'm looking for, I said, oh, he got a new video going up. So yeah, I really like his channel. I like his personality. That's what draws me in. And I like that he shows you really the YouTube studios. I love people that do that, that share that. And I'm gonna always share that. Of course, I won't share, if you start making money, of course, who wants to share that? To be honest, some people do, and maybe I will. Who knows? Because at first it probably won't be, but a little bit, so I can show you that, the little bit. But I want to be truthful about that. They do Embark Nation. Every time I see that, I do think it's Andrew though. It's nice of you to, let me know that. But I was also telling Warmstrong, because I said, if you go live today, I'm staying in the Packer, girl. I was tired. If y'all look at our video, not the one he did late last night, because I'm gonna play that one, but the one that we did late afternoon, I was like, he was like, and he wanted to get off, and I wouldn't let him get off. He was gonna make them hours. It's like, I'm tired, you tired. And Eddie helped us out. Eddie talk about anything, get us through this little time. But yeah, but that's what it's all about. I say, because if you really expect me to help you, you need to be helping me too, at some point. And like I say, but Warmstrong, the reason I give him my all is because he gives me his all, you know. So that's one thing I want everybody to remember. If somebody really giving you their all and you're not giving that back, and I know it's happened to me, if they're not giving you nothing back, then that's not a good feeling. It's not a good feeling, because so that's why I say, even if I'm tired, oh yeah, I'm gonna be there for Warmstrong. I might not be on the thing where you see me, but I'm gonna be down in that chat unless there's something in my life that's really going on. And those are the friends that you find, like Jamie. Oh, I'm gonna drag up there and look crazy. Some people that that has been there. And I'm sure with Eddie, he's gonna build his community. I can see it. A lot of people are going to come to him and stay with him. And if you edit, type your Betty in the chat, so your name will drop. He's definitely going to build, his community around him. Especially when people go on cruises. If you got people coming to you all the time, then of course, when you go on a cruise and you do a live on the cruise, it's going to be, I remember I used to, when Warmstrong used to go on live and I used to miss, I'd be like, darn, and look like Jamie called him every time. I'd be so mad. So yeah, make sure that you start building a community is what you want to do. Because I used to wonder about that. How do people build communities? Because like Nitro, he has a huge community, and they make sure you see the same names in there. Emily, I can say Emily is there all the time. I can guarantee you that. I'm sure it's times that she's not there, but yeah. And then I had to start making notes to get me to 3 hours, because then I had Millionaire Paul on today. So that did make it easier, because he talks as much as I talk, and we both say that we need to improve on our listening. And that's another thing too, is I can take constructive criticism. God knows I can take it. If it's something that's, Betty, I see this, or maybe you can do this, or Betty, you're not listening well, maybe you need to take a breath. I receive that. I do. I receive that. And then when I put out and say, don't come in and say you're going live in 10 minutes, you should be able to receive that. Easy, easy. Because if I came into your live, Eddie's live, and say, hey, everybody, I'm going live in 10 minutes, I don't know how well he will receive it. You don't have to answer that, Eddie. I'm just, throwing that out there because and it might be all right with some people on their channels, So you just work hard, doing that. But I am enjoying the ride of being a YouTuber now. Like I told y'all, I had a hard time at the start. Ooh. Around September, October, it got really bad. And if you ever need a break, take a break. I waited too long. I should have took it in September, but I didn't take it until December. The end of the last 2 weeks of December. Then I took all of January off. I still put out one video. So if you're thinking about taking a break, try to put at least one thing out or do one live a week. Put something out. Or if you're thinking about not coming back to YouTube, don't deactivate your channel. Don't you, because you may come back. Most people that leave, they come back. I learned that from Kevin. Tuber Chat, that's a great place to go. Tuber Chat is a great place to go. If you have not been there, Kevin, he works with, YouTube. You can be a small channel. You can have 10,000, 11, but you will meet a great community there because that's where I met most of the people I know was from Tuber Chat. Embark Nation said, I started logging into this account because individuals kept subscribing to my Jennifer account and not this one. Oh, okay. Okay. I appreciate the support, but I don't put a whole lot on that one. Okay. So this one is the one. Okay. I got you. Because people do that too, Jennifer. They'll find one, even if it's a joint one, like say it's Jennifer. Most women, we probably would go to that one more than the one. Then we gonna think it's Andrew. It is. We start making up our own main one. So that's the only thing with having two accounts, the husband and wife, is kind of everybody kind of veers off, especially because both of you are in the cruise community. Maybe if one was in another community, then it probably wouldn't work that way. So I know most people do think about giving up, but I always say do not delete your channel. Put out something at least once a week. If it's a short, if you come on live for 30 minutes, put out something. Let YouTube know that you're doing something. Because even when I took off those 6 weeks and I lost 100 some watch hours still. I got those back, thank goodness. And I had to work hard with these lives. I lost over 100 hours. Then even the system, I even lost some of the things in my studios that I normally had telling me different stuff. And they'll say, you didn't have enough information coming in. So we can't. It was about my audience, the ages, the people. So they even stopped giving me that. I'm getting that back. I haven't got everything back yet. So it's great to keep going because you start losing stuff in the studio. Eddie says all about support. You get, you give. Promote yourself everywhere and everywhere as much as possible. But do have a life. Also, yep, take a breath. Take a break, and most of all, enjoy what you're doing always. And Eddie, people used to tell me about that enjoy. But I just, like I say, I did not have that joy until I came back in February, the 1st of February, because I almost the week before I was supposed to come back, I said, you know what, I think I done had enough. And then my best friend mom said, maybe the season is just over. And I say, well, maybe she right. But then for some reason, after I did my video and then after I talked to Kevin, at Tuba Chat, that seemed to kind of start me up again. And then when I found the niche that I wanted to do, and that just kind of fell from somewhere, from out of the what they say, from out of the universe, was living your best life over 60, because it didn't come out like that first. It was just over 60, but living your best life over 60. And then I created so much content. I have content all the way to the end of this month, till April, the second week in April, and I'm working on a video now, editing. So now, like I say, if you feel like this, and that's what I felt like for a year, floating all over the place. See, most of y'all, the cruise community, you knew that's what you were gonna do, but you may evolve to something else. You might be doing this now, and then you may evolve into maybe vlogging a little more instead of just a cruising. Maybe when you go off, go to the store or go out and record the town you're in. Some people do that. I know Marlene, she does, I can't remember exactly. Marlene Lives. Ooh, I don't forget. All right. But anyway, she goes around my city, and that's what she does. And she gets great views on that. That would be something good to do too. If some of you cruisers ran out of content, you can go around your town, the downtown, go to a museum. When you take Jennifer, like when they take Chloe somewhere, they don't have to film her, but they can just feel around the play area and stuff. So there's so much that you can do with the cruise community, that I could see. When you get off the ship, I know some of you even, do that. And then I have the mukbang community. I didn't even know it was an ice eating community, ASMR. Did y'all know it was an ice eating community? I didn't know that, and they get millions of views. Just eating ice, shaved ice. Shaved ice, and then somebody say they start taking iron, and then they ain't want to eat the shaved ice no more, because most of the time when you really craving shaved ice, you need iron. Your body's asking for, your body will tell you if you listen. You just don't know what you need, but it'll tell you about that. But yeah, we need to support. We need to take a breath, as Eddie would have said. Hey, Abdul, how you doing? Welcome so much. Yeah, because I'm almost, it's 11:41, and I'm gonna get off at 12 noon. If anybody's going live 12 noon or later, let me know, and I definitely would direct my people over there, and then I'll come and stop for a moment as long as I can. And I'll do, what time is it where you're at? Probably it's nighttime. It's 11:42 a.m. Singapore and Indonesia is probably 12. It's probably 12 midnight. It's got to be close to midnight. Thank you for supporting me. I'll make sure I do that back. I sure will, for sure. And but this weekend I'm gonna try my best not to go live. I'm gonna try. I think I didn't go live last weekend. I usually, like I say, mine is Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I try not to go live on the weekends, but honestly, the weekends is a great time to go live between 9 and 11, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's a great time to go live. Okay. Even 3 o'clock in the morning, because if you go 3 o'clock in the morning, guess what? You're going to catch people from out of the country, because it's one channel that I really love. He changed his hours. So now I would have to get up at 1 o'clock in the morning to catch him. And he has a great channel, but he changed his hours. I think he's in the Philippines. He's in the Philippines. I know he is. So I guess once in a while I'll be able to still catch him. I just won't be able to catch him as much. He does lives all the time, is what he does. But I met a lot. Okay, Indonesia. Yep, 23, 42. Yeah, I have so much fun with I tell you, with my Indonesian, Singapore, and Filipino. I have a great time. I am beginning to recognize names. They are beginning to recognize me. Because I don't want it to just all be about numbers. You know, it's all about numbers, but I want people to know that I'm just not there just for that. So I am beginning to build friendships. I talk to quite a few on WhatsApp. I talk to them, the ones that talk English, the ones that come here. And okay, Abdul, thank you so much for stopping by. And I'm beginning to ask them, do they have children? You know, are you married? So I'm beginning to build relationships, and that's what I want to do. And Bart Jennifer says Chloe likes the ASMR videos where they play with silly putty the whole life. Well, we better get her some silly putty and get her. I know. See, I didn't even know that. Silly, I'm gonna find me some ASMR to do. Girl, silly putty. Ain't that something? And thanks again, Abdul, for stopping by. But I'm gonna tell you who get watch hours from me. It's on my TV right now. The Rain people make those videos with. They get hours and hours of watch. It's on now. The dog back there, but me and him, I don't even look at TV. If I'm on YouTube and or I'm editing, I will have the Rain on. Or if I'm asleep, I will have the Rain on. Marlene Motivates. Thank you. Marlene Motivates is what I'm backing up to. Is the one that she stays where I stay, and she takes videos of the whole town. And she goes to, the museum or whatever, and she gets really views on that. So you can do that. But and then of course I forgot what I was talking about as usual. But yeah, I'm gonna find me something that I could do the ASMR. Oh, I know what I was talking about. I always come back. I watch all the different rain videos, but it got to be a certain rain I have to listen to. Snowstorms. Oh my goodness. If it's like, if it's a night I can't sleep, if I get a snowstorm that's really all that, I love those. They get a lot. They have gotten a lot of hours from me. Oh my God, Junkyard Gamer. I'm telling you, I should have known he was coming because he knew it was about time for me to. Betty, I'm home. Yes, honey, and I want you, baby, because it is Friday. It is almost time. It's 11:46. I'm staying here to 12 o'clock. And I'm so happy you're here because you just gave me some extra energy. And I needed you right at this point. I had Rich New Design in here, and he gone and done left me because he got to take care of the children and the dishes. So, but yeah, you can even, I told my son, my baby son, I said, you need to do those videos. You can make some money. I know I'm helping them people make some money. I don't know if anybody else in the chat, do y'all look at those videos, the rain videos, the snowstorm videos, the music, the relaxing videos? They even got like you're in a coffee shop, and they have like the people making noise. So if you work from home, you'll feel like you're in a coffee shop. So Junkyard say, no, not tomorrow. It's my Friday. She talking about laugh out loud work. We won't repeat the other word he said, but we gonna let him bow there only because I love him. Yeah, but I mean, YouTube, it's amazing. It really is, but it's a lot of hard work, especially if you want to get better. If you want to make up a video and you just want to throw it out there and not edit it, and you know what? And it may blow up. I take that back. it may blow up that one video. But then what happens if you do another one and you throw it out there and it don't work? Then what you gonna do? But even if it does, say if you started on YouTube and you blew up right away and you knew nothing about YouTube, your business skills better kick in fast, because you're going to have sponsors coming after you. You're going to have to be consistent with what you do. That's why I say sometimes we're not ready to be in that arena when we first start. Hey, Real Roots TV, I'm almost, girl. Them 3 hours is almost up. And I've had a great morning. I had a guest to come in. Millionaire Paul, I've known him from his channel from the beginning and it's growing. Real Roots TV, she's gonna have to get more consistent with her channel, but she is so busy. It's, you know what, she's at the age where she's taking on a new career. So I understand that takes a lot of time. And he also talks about that, but Millionaire Paul is retired too. So that, that makes a difference. But he gives out some good things, especially when people don't really know the YouTube. I call it the inside guts of YouTube, and that's the YouTube studios. And you really need to know the YouTube studios as you're growing, because I say they give you a lot. They'll tell you whether your videos are doing poor in return for new subscribers. Because I remember one time they had a whole bunch. My videos do get good watch time. Okay, they do get, people watch at least 10 minutes, and that's good. I would like it to be more. And a lot of my videos are 10 minutes or 15 minutes. And they'll tell you if those videos draw in new people. All my videos at one time was showing that it was low. It'll show you, they'll light up. Now I go back, I don't have a light on any of them. I'm so proud. That made me so happy. But that's when you know the YouTube studios. I'm telling y'all, go in there and look at the videos that you have made, and they will tell you if you have a low return on those videos. And I had a whole line of them. And I went back, and they were still on there a couple of weeks ago. I went back this week, all them lights are off. I felt so, I said, I did it. I did it. And then I'm just so close to, what's my watch hours? I just have to say what my watch hours are. I know when my next hours come in, I'm going to be at 4,000. I'm at 3,943. So I know the watch hours that I'm doing right now, and I did too. Oh, girl. I just gonna get my subscribers, and thank you. I needed to, and you know what? I'm gonna get more in touch with you too, Yate, because you're in my life for a reason. I don't think it's for the season ain't over yet, girl. We ready to grow. You ready to get into your hair thing, and and that's, sometimes we have to reach back from when we was a child and the things we love. And I'm trying to see, Lord Jesus, what Junkyard wrote. I like those severe storm videos and tornado videos and volcano videos. I can watch snow videos because these videos are caused my tablet to frozen. I know you're going to come up with something, Junkyard. But I do love it. But honestly, if you have a hard time sleeping, those are great videos. I'm telling you, to calm you down. Yes, Trish. She's also in natural hair. Yeah, she joined. Yeah, she's a subscriber over at your channel. I have known her ever since she was a little girl. What, 20s or early 30s? I've known her. She has been always about the hair and loving yourself. She went from an interior designer because definitely she has the eyes for it. So you know what? She thought that was where she was going. That was her journey. But her journey took her back to what her mom did, hair, natural hair. That's why I say you never know where this life going to take you. Enjoy the ride. You never know where life is going to take you. And then we talking about Trish, I'm talking about you, and many other ones talking about, I'm scared, I'm nervous. What you scared of? You started the channel. I'm up here trying to look at my time. You started the channel. That's already success right there. Do you know how many people haven't started a channel? Do y'all know? I mean, Trish, you started the channel. I used to watch you when you would talk to people. Yes, that is success right there. You know, a lot of people think I got to get 1,000 people. I got to have 4,000 watch hours. Yes, we all want it. I want a paycheck. But me just starting my channel, I'm already successful. I don't care what nobody. I don't know why nobody. And I remember now why I loved it. Yeah. I'm telling you, this universe has a plan. And if you sit down, I got what? How many minutes? 6 minutes. I'm telling you, and I have told people this for a million years. If you sit down at a quiet moment, I don't care if you're in the shower, I don't care if you're on your couch, and usually I got a cup of coffee in my hand, and it will come to me. I'm telling you, sometimes I come on this live. It was Wednesday. I had no idea. When I woke up, I was putting up my makeup and everything just started flowing. I had to come in here and get my book and write it down so I wouldn't forget it. I'm telling you, all the 11 people in this room, if you're living a boring, bland, hate your job life, there is another life out here. I promise you. You just have to believe it, and you have to follow that dream. And in fact, my video 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time today is dream with your eyes wide open. Yeah, dream with your eyes wide open, not closed. Because when you dream and what happens is it becomes as a thought. First, you get a thought, you think about it, baby. And then you start thinking about it every day. And then it becomes a burning desire. And it won't go away. I'm talking about this when I left a job I hated. It became a burning desire and I couldn't let it go. And then it goes and it starts coasting and you have no control over it and you have to give up the control. My boss came to me and told me how much my raise was going to be. And I told him no. If he couldn't give me the top amount, I was going to leave. And I was saying in my mind, I know I just didn't say that. And that's what I'm saying. Sometimes things is not in your control and you have to release it. Release it. I'm telling y'all, it's one person out of these 11 people going to be listening to me. And I'm telling you. And then once he said, okay, this is a 15-year job now. He said, okay, you need to tell me when you leaving because I got to train somebody for your spot. This was on a Friday. And we're talking about years ago. I went home that weekend. I wrote my resignation for 2 weeks. I ain't had no money in the savings. I had a mortgage. I wasn't going to have no health insurance. I had 2 teenagers. I had done lost my mind. But you know what? I couldn't control it and I felt no fear. I felt no fear. And when I left, my best friend, after them 2 weeks, she found lent me $4,000 because I knew I was going to get $4,000 from the bank. And I paid her back before I said I was going to pay her back the $4,000. And my life just went on to something amazing, something I would have never dreamed of. I'm telling y'all, I have always, from when I was a child, I love pregnant women. Also, y'all tell your sister, love women. I see y'all coming in, everybody, and I appreciate it. And gonna say hi soon as I get finished with this part of my life. And I love pregnant women. From the time I was going to college, I remember it was in my autobiography where I love pregnant women. But then life gets in the way. I got married, I had children, I got divorced, I needed money. But once I left the bank, I kept kids for about 5 years, and I had a CDA, meaning I made it the best child care home that a child could come to. It was highly rated. I could teach on a pre-K level. Then I watched this lady come on TV. She was a doula. A doula is a birth assistant. And that is not a 9 to 5 job. No, So I said I could do that. And it went on. I found the person that trained. Nobody can train you to be a doula. I just want you to know that that is something that's built into you. They can give you where you can give you tools to make you better. Okay. Once I got into that, then somebody said, well, I'm taking that class that the hospital needed a childbirth educator. Hey, then I got to teach at every hospital in my area. Guess what? Then the high schools needed someone in childbirth educator. So I made sure I went and I got certified. I always got my paperwork. I got certified and I became a childbirth educator. Plus, also, I started groups in my home for young pregnant moms and their babies. If I would have stayed at the bank, you think I would have got that? Do you think I would have got that? That was from that burning desire. I'm telling y'all, that was from that burning desire. And I got to end my career, and I consider that my only career. And another thing, I never wrote grants. I had to learn how to write grants in order to get to, work with the young pregnant women. Some people would pay me, the rich are rich. I done been to the richest of rich, to pay me money at their births. And also, because it's a specialty. It's not something everybody have, like somebody buy them, that's trained to do that. Anybody could be a doula. They really could. You could be your aunt, your grandmama, anybody that sit with you. Hey, let's sit while they're in labor. Okay. And then I did that. I enjoyed it. But I'm going to tell you something. I made more money in that than in my whole life. Okay. One day, Healthy Start called me. Now, this is the truth. They said they had $8,000, $8,000. They didn't know what to do with it. They gave me that whole $8,000. I had to prove what I spent it on, but they didn't go back in for proof that I did it. Spent the whole $8,000. One day, I got $8,000 because they didn't know what to do with it. Now, you tell me, you sitting at a job you hate. Are you talking about people jumping around from job to job? Usually people that jump around from job to job end up with a good job. I used to talk about them people. And I used to wonder how people work for themselves. I used to talk about them at the bank. They'll come and make a whole lot of money. Then they'll make a little bit of money. And here I am. Before I retired, I work for myself. However, I was supposed to be at the bank. I'm coming to the chat. I see y'all. I was supposed to be at that bank because I took the knowledge from what I had got from the bank and used it in my business, because when I was in childcare, I worked for myself. And then when I work with the pregnant women, I work for myself. So I had to know how to plan. I had to know how to pay taxes. I had to know it all. But I said that all to say, listen to your inside. It comes to you. It comes to you. Even when I can give you an example of when you're gonna marry somebody and something say, something ain't right. Listen to that voice. I'm telling you, things come to you. Okay, who in my chat? I got 11 people in the house, and I don't overstayed my stay by 3 minutes. Let's see. I'm trying to go back. Handicap, junkyard, handicap traveler. I know you weren't here when I came, when I was on my rant. I'm gonna start here and hopefully I won't miss anything. Real roots, Yate say you always been there. Yeah, and I'm so grateful for you. And you know, we kind of got, but we got to get back here, girl. We got to get back here. I just feel it. And then she's saying, I remember now why I love it. She's talking about her thing and going back. It's usually something from your childhood. I tell people something that you love from your childhood. And a lot of people say, well, I can find you a quiet spot, a quiet moment, and it'll come to you. It will come to you. This is Junkyard. I'm telling you why I put Junkyard up here. And he says, type Betty and she'll break dance with a big boombox. And Destination Fun, keep Junkyard Gamer. Because Junkyard Gamer, when I had my down days before I took my break, he kept me up more than he knew. He kept me moving. I say, I need you. Even Martin, who I don't see anymore, used to come in all the time, and he was a moderator. They kept me moving. So it just takes certain people to keep you going. Yeah, dream with your eyes wide open is, I'm telling you, don't dream with your eyes closed. And the more that burning desire that you have, the bigger that dream is going to be. However, I forgot one little spot. I have to remember this. And you could tell, I tell this story all the time. Okay, once you get to that spot, you are never ready to jump from one. And somebody told me that one time because I asked her, she was in business for herself. Excuse me. This is when I made that final leap. She said, you will never be ready. You always going to have a little spot to get to the next. You're going to have faith. I call it the leap of faith. The leap of faith. That one little spot to get to that good spot, you're going to have the leap of faith is what you got to have. Destination. Oh, Lord, I got to clean this up. Clean it out. Clean it out. Clean it out. Did I clean it all out? I think I got it all. See, they always there's, yeah. I got it all. Hopefully. I ain't looking on my phone. Did I clean it all out, the nasty stuff? I think I did. I don't even know where my phone is. That's why they got away with it. Okay. Here we go. See, they needed to listen to it too. Okay, they're all deleted. Okay. I expected that to come in. But yeah, that last part is the leap of faith. Destination Fun, I saw you, but you know I was running my mouth. Then I seen the dirty little people. So, yeah, the last part is the leap of faith. You got to believe. Thank you so much, Destination Fun. I'm glad you were here. Are you going? You're not going live today? I know y'all were at Disney last night. I'm gonna have to replay that. I still haven't seen the cake. I have to use my weekends to catch up everything. And yeah, but it does. I'm telling y'all, if y'all living this life, Lisette, if y'all living this life and y'all not happy, baby, I wished I would have known early. You know, it would come to me even in my 30s, and I released it. I let it go. I had it. I had it before I left the job, and then I forgot it. How do you do that? And then it would come back, And then it's like you forget it. I'm telling you. Okay, you're on Darren tonight at 8:30. Okay. You know I have to write this down because yeah, I knew he was gonna be okay. So you end up wanting to go. But I am so grateful all 12 of you are here. And I'm just happy, that I'm here. And then, like I say, when I got tired the end of December, I was like, I'm successful at everything else I've done in my life. Why am I not being successful at this? And I just couldn't figure it out. Now I know I had not found my firm footing. I was like, and now I'm like this. I'm standing firm and tall, So, and like I say, there are things that's still going to come at me to try to knock me over. I know that. We all know that. And that's why I'm starting with this community of trying to build with you. I'm trying to start out and clean it out before I start and the junk comes in. I'm starting to try to stay a step ahead. Instead of when I see something coming, like I saw something coming this week and I knew it was going to come to my channel, I halted it before it came. I blocked it before because I knew it was coming. I don't need, like I said, you come into my house, but you're helping me grow. Hey, Marlene, I talked about you today. And, and that's what I want. And I do, and I tell people, I talk a lot, but I do sit back and I watch more than you think I do. And I watch that person. If it's somebody I really like, I'm going to talk to them. I'm going to talk to them personally. I am, and tell them maybe what the little problem that I do have, with that person or with them. Because I'm not going to talk to anybody about that person but them. And I mean, I'm going to really like you if I come to you and ask you about that. So but it's been a great morning. I didn't expect to be here over 3 hours. Marlene, I just talked about how I got to where I got before I got to YouTube, and I just felt like I was just failing, not really. I couldn't find a footing in it, and now I have. But I know, Marlene, I'm gonna have to be careful in the directions that I go, but I know it takes all of us to make this happen, all of us to make it grow. And I even say that I network too much. I'm still gonna network, but I was networking too much last year and I forgot about my channel, and I want to see everybody grow. I don't have anything to lose by nobody not growing. Now, I'm not gonna lie. I'm on YouTube to make money. Now, can I live without YouTube? Oh yeah, I can live without YouTube. I sure can. So I tell people I don't have anything to lose, but I do want everybody to move up. But I'm not gonna have you tear me down as you moving up. And that's where I want to build my base on. Yes, come on over. Come on over. I don't care what sexual orientation. I don't care what religion. I don't care what about, but I'm not going to let you bring the garbage here and dump it and leave. That's all I'm asking. That's what we do at everybody's house. And respect it. I respect where I go. Like I say on my channel, I don't like the avatars. I go to everybody else, and it's a majority of people I know have the avatars up. But that's just me. That's my like chicken. I don't like to buy chicken, the raw chicken, and they have them chicken feathers in there, and you got to pull them out. I hate that. Or you buy fried chicken and they still got the chicken. I'd be ready to throw the chicken out. But okay, Marlene, I'll take her. She said, I don't network much. I have to focus on my content. It's not, thank you. It's not personal. And some get mad if you don't support and that is, you're right on the point. And those are the people that you want to be around. You want people that focus on their content, and you still network, but you just don't network as much as that. You can't work on your own channel. And that's where I made my mistake. Or I would get tired and I still would go on and do it anyway, And it's like I would bring up Warm Storm. Yeah, we like a team. Okay. But if I do something that Warm Storm don't, hey, he gonna push against it and say, me vice versa. If it's something like, oh, you got that up there. And we're our own people. And I like that. I like that. Just because he do something, don't mean I'm doing it. Mm-mm. And that's what's going to make us work. It really is. He's in a different niche, entirely different from me. We think completely different. And it works. That works for us, But thank you, Marlene, for that. Yeah. And you got 5 channels, so you got to focus. Even if you had one, I could see you as being focused. But maybe with me, maybe I can only focus on one. Who knows? Next year, maybe I'll be able to focus on 2. We don't know where this life gonna take us. This is a ride, this life. Take it while you got it. That's all I can tell everybody. Take it while you got it. Yeah, don't dump on me on my space, because you need to protect all of this. When you let somebody come in here, you got to protect. You got to protect your space and who you're around, because the YouTube streets is a city of all different people, of mental, you don't know where they're at, so you just have to be so careful. And then you meet the most amazing people all over the world, and what I really learned, Marlene, honestly, I wasn't asking enough from other people. I wasn't asking. That's why I had Millionaire Paul on, because really I watched his channel grow. And Millionaire Paul would say, buy me a cup of coffee, because he had that buy me a coffee. I'm like, and then I would buy him some, or somebody else, and he say he couldn't believe we were buying him a cup of coffee, So I said, I am going to start asking for what I want. And all people can say is, no, yes, it is a ride. It is a ride. And like Marlene said, I'm just tired of the YouTube drama. If one don't like the other, see. But the only thing with that is, people. That's how YouTube grows. But what I say, if you got that drama on your channel, what happened if the sponsor come and they see that drama? They gonna walk away. That's what I be looking at, that bigger stuff. And then when people do know that you're looking at the bigger stuff, then they start coming in. They start coming in and they start to tear whatever, they try to tear whatever down, not knowing if you go to Marlene's channel and you try to tear her down, you won't ever tear her down. You're going to tear your own self down when you're trying to tear somebody else down. She going to grow and she going to flourish, and you going to burn and crash. That's how the universe works, don't it? That's how the universe works. Marlene said you have to ask for what you want, or nobody. Yep. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The sponsors don't want. They come and see that on your channel. And they're watching. They are watching, especially if your channel's growing and you're getting views and you're getting all them watch hours and people watching your commercials. Oh, yeah, they looking. And let's just hope they're big sponsors, But some people say that they're not here for money, but I'm here to make money. You think I'm gonna do all this work and don't want to make no money? Are you kidding me? You kidding me? I have no problem asking for people to subscribe. See, I wasn't doing that before, Marlene. Join my membership or sponsor a video with the Cash App. See, girl, I was way behind. I have saw the light. I have saw the light. I have 12 people in the house. I am so happy that all of you are here and, just listening a little bit of life story of, how happiness, you could be really happy. I know at one time, and I didn't even mention this to my husband. I know he back there listening because I really wanted to move from where I was, but now I've changed my mind. I really have. Home is where you make it at. Home is where you are, and you can make it as safe as you want. And really, you can make it as quiet as you want too. So, but I really enjoyed this. I would say the last 15 minutes, ooh, that was powerful. But again, I have a premiere 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time today. And I'm on Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And anybody else going on live today, or they have a video a premiere that's coming on today, this afternoon, let me know and I'll definitely share it out. Destination Fun, she's going to be out in Helen, Georgia. I can't wait for this. Quite a few YouTubers are going to Helen, Georgia for a meetup, and then they're going to do down by the river. They're going to be doing that old time church stuff on Sunday. I want to go there next year. I really do. I want to definitely, but destination, you got to be like a fly on the wall because you got to tell me how. Here she is. She can tell me right now. Hey,
I'm not going to Helen. I wish I was.
I thought you were going.
I was trying to go, but I had that thing last night at Disney and I had to work today. So I would have had to take a 5 a.m. flight if I was going to go because I'd have to be in Atlanta and work this morning. So
okay.
It didn't work in my favor. Otherwise, I had to pay like $700 for a flight. So
yeah.
Or drive all night when it's evening. So
yeah. Handicapped Darian, traveler said, say hi to Darian when you go to Destination Fun.
I'm on Darian's live tonight, though.
Yeah, at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So she'll be on there. And Lisette's just having a good time out there. Lisette. And but yeah, this has been, my last 15 minutes have
been powerful.
Powerful. Just thinking back about where I came and how I got. Can you imagine leaving a job? You ain't got no savings. You got 2 children. You got girl.
Where's your look back and say today? Where's he at?
Oh, he need to rest.
Oh. He was on last night when I was on the way back.
I know, and I used to go back and play his replays. I just want to be nosy. I told him, but yeah, we had already agreed because I was tired yesterday. Because I said, if you go live today, I'm just gonna be down. But I done got my energy back. So if he goes live anytime today, then hey, Dove. Hello there. It's 3:30 a.m. here. Yes, Brisbane. My son stays in Australia. I woke him and tried to go back to sleep, but now I'm watching you. Hey, well, thank you so much. Thank you. And Handicapped Traveler, I met him on Millionaire Paul. Is where I
met him this morning somewhere else.
Yeah. I've been watching him from the beginning of his start. So, I've kind of really interwoven with him. Handicapped Traveler, hopefully I'll stay awake. Last few days I've been falling asleep by 7. You must get up early. Do you get up real early, Handicapped Traveler?
He's like you. 4 o'clock in the morning.
I was up too. I was up. This Filipino guy, his name is Junry, but he changed he has a great chat too to connect. I never lose any of his people, but where I went this morning, I did. But he changed, so I'm gonna have to get up 1 o'clock in the morning. Junry, I think something like that. I gotta, if I find out, I'll definitely say. But that's a great one. I ain't lost none of it. None of them.
Yeah, handicapped. That's probably where I think that's where I was this morning. Yeah, that's probably where I
Judy
saw you.
May. Yeah. And then Nora's okay. Have you met Nora yet? Cause she stay over. Where she stay? Nora staying. She don't stay in Tampa. She's staying. Nora the Explorer. The stock Explorer or something like that. Nora. Do you know her?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's still over there somewhere. I think she's gonna come when Heather, because she knows Heather. Then I think she's gonna come over when they are in Atlanta in August.
Oh, so you're gonna have a little meetup.
I don't know what I'm gonna have, but I'm gonna have a good time.
Maybe you'll be at Disney.
No, she don't. Oh, she don't want to go to Disney. She want to sit by the pool and drink wine. I said, honey. And I told her, I say, now this is the thing, because we're gonna be filming everything. I say we are not filming from the waist down when we got on swimsuits. We are swimming right away.
Well, if she's not going to Disney, what's she going to Orlando for? She should go to the
they
beach.
just coming in, I guess, to just, I don't know.
She should go to the beach if she just wants to relax.
Yeah, she said about the beach too, I'm sure.
Yeah, I was gonna say Orlando's basically just amusement park.
It is. I don't know why they're going to different cities, so I don't know why they chose Orlando. Who knows by the time they get there, because she has a partner, Werner and Drew. So they need to go to burn off some of that energy, because they have high energy people.
Well, you have high energy too.
Yeah, but I get tired fast too, girl. And then we got Duff Paranormal, new friends of mine that I just met. So I like Sean a lot too. I haven't been on his thing for a couple of days, but usually when I get on there, I like, to stay on there for a little bit just because I like it, not just because I have to be on there. So where are your subs at today? Sherry?
I lost a bunch of subs. I'm at 370.
What were you before? I lost some this morning.
When I was at 375, I think. So yeah, I lost subs, but I'm trying to. I had to go back we filmed the fireworks last night live, and I got copyright. So I'm going back through now. Through. It's muting out the music right now.
Yeah. I know what it is. I never had one. I don't want one. I'm like, please.
I have 3 of them.
Yeah, you have to be careful with that music. That's the only
I did it live, but then I left it private. I didn't post it, and I did a scan on it. You know how you can do the copyright, and it came back. So now it's reprocessing it with the muted stuff on it.
Once you do that, can you put other music on there though?
I have no idea. I've never had it happen before. This is my first. I have 3 of them. 1 from Epcot the other day, 2 from Epcot the other day, and 1 from yesterday.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, handicapped Travis said they usually up at 4 a.m.
No thanks. Oh, bye, Scratch and Pete. Bye.
Oh, Pete, bye, Pete.
Oh no, he's talking about he enjoyed my stream last night. I think that's what he's talking about. Never mind. Yeah, thanks for watching. I'm about to repost it. It's just
I was like, girl, I keep Pete so long now. I know Pete like, Lord help us. I know he's everywhere though. He's got to be. There is nowhere he is not everywhere. I tell you. And he said he enjoyed. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and watch it. By the time we got off of Warm Shore, I was dead. I was like, I have no more. Even Lydia came. I'm like, y'all look tired.
Yeah, you did look a little tired yesterday.
I was tired. I told you, I had already told him, if you go live tomorrow, I'll be down in the chat. But then when I woke back up and felt good, then I said, okay, you go live. I'm coming up. So
you need to go outside and take a nice walk because it is nice out today. You're not going to, after this week, it's going to be like hot, hot.
I know. It to me, it felt cooler yesterday in the morning. Felt like I could still feel a little coolness in there.
Yeah.
But, you know,
It was cool last night. I know. I was like, I should have brought a sweatshirt. But after this week, I think this is the last like cooler day that we're gonna have, and I think now we're gonna have summer here on out.
I know, and that's what I was telling them. Y'all coming in August, it's gonna be burning.
Oh my gosh, yeah, in the middle of hurricane season.
She said Marlene. She said that that the weather felt good yesterday.
It did. I'm telling you, last night at Disney, I was like, crap. I should have brought me a sweatshirt. Like it was cold.
What you say? I have 15 people. Thank you so much, everybody.
Thumbs up. Thumbs up.
Yep, thumbs up, thumbs up. Anybody got any questions? Anybody want to share anything? Because I know Handicap Travel says snowing. Bill says snowstorm where he is.
Helen, they're saying it was in the 50s this morning. Shanester was on this morning with CME Traveling there, and it looked cold. And they were like, yeah, it's 50.
It might start snowing up there. Mm-hmm. You just never know. You just never know. But I'm gonna get ready because I've been on here 3.5 hours.
I just want to pop in and say,
I'm glad you did. That got me a couple of more minutes, girl. We be still.
Betty, you got to do an all-day Betty-thon. Come on.
Yeah, because really, Armstrong wanted to get off early. I'm like, you been to sit him, boyfriend. You ain't getting off. But I should be over my 4,000. I think when this one goes up and the other one get counted, so I should be over 4,000 then.
So now you just need subs.
Yeah, that's it. I'll just keep working and this morning, because I lost when I went to wherever I went this morning.
I might do an hour live tomorrow. I'll promote your channel tomorrow.
Yeah, I know I'm not doing any lives this weekend. I'm trying to find what
Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
I had, what is today's date? The 10th?
The 10th.
On Wednesday, I had 722. And I think right now I got 738, but I had more than that. When I went wherever I went, that's what happened. I won't go back there no more. I was questioning about that anyway. But anyway.
You probably went where I went, and that's where I lost all the subs from too.
I talked to Grandma Yudi too this morning because she was on vacation.
Oh.
Yeah, she was. Yeah, Marlene, I learned that the hard way, girl. Yeah, she came back yesterday. So we talked a little bit this morning on WhatsApp. I talked to her a little bit. So I'm going to have her on my show one day. I don't know when we're going to do it. And then she want me to come back over on hers. So, and I'm getting to know, I was calling Yaha, but it's Yaya Daily. Grandma Yudi said, no, Betty, no, it's Yaya. I love them on Sunday. She be with a little, I don't want to say girl, I just think she's a young woman and she's really hyper. Mm-hmm. And I love being on that thing on Sunday. So
Marlene says she takes her 3 days off completely. That's probably what
I believe it because you can see she's focused and you can even look at her channel. She has everything, but you got to get focused though. I'm not all the way there, Marlene. I'm getting there. You're focused. There.
What are you talking about? You're focused.
And not like Marlene.
She stole my thunder. Hey, thanks for sticking with me last night too. She stole my thunder. She was on my stream last night.
Oh, she was up there telling Bill, talking about, don't tell Betty, girl, I watch all Bill's stuff. She told me, don't tell Betty I was here. I watch all Bill's stuff. I'm nosy, girl. I'm the manager. I'm the manager of my baby brother.
So what are you cooking over there? I know you've already started cooking your dinner. What you
No,
making?
my this is Friday, but I really got to get my diet really. I got to clean it way up. I keep saying that, but I do. This is as long as I ever let myself go like this. But my husband's in there making fruit salads now, so
Oh,
yeah, we eat fruit salads. Like I say, in our household, we do eat more vegetables than the typical household and fruits. And like the vegetable, the one pan meal thing, I made a big old pan of vegetables. And we eat them all, every bit of them. And then, but he ended up doing pork chops. He fried some pork chops last night. But usually, I didn't think I had chicken wings, and I had a whole thing of chicken wings. So I'm gonna take those out today. But usually,
I was gonna take out chicken wings today, but the chicken breasts were on top of them, so I was like, oh, all right, I'll just have chicken.
I'll take the chicken.
But I was gonna make wings tonight too because I got to do something quick because I have that 8:30 thing tonight.
I look so modest. What that supposed to mean? What that supposed to mean? But
modest.
I don't know what that mean. I'm modest. I look so modest, girl. We all got a side of us.
I think he means sophisticated, kind of like smart and.
I look sophisticated. I say when the first person comes up and notice me, I hope I don't look toe down. But there are people now, you know what I know, is watching me in Atlanta. And they watching my whole videos. They ain't watching
a lot of the what is that? The gardening group, the gardening crew, a lot of them are in Georgia, I've noticed.
Girl, they watch me in Atlanta. They watching me in Monroe, Georgia. I don't even know. Thank you in Monroe, Georgia, if y'all watching me. Girl, contact me. I'm over in Instagram. You can always write down in the comment. Monroe, Georgia. Somebody done told some. Girl, I got the people. They watch my whole video.
Hey, Golden Girl, I'm not sure how long the chats would last. I don't know how that works.
What? Remain where? They remain on YouTube. And when you okay.
Some people, if you go rewatch their lives, you don't see the chat. So I don't know.
Oh, yeah, like Bill's. You see mine one strong. I don't know if it's because what he got, but YouTube, it don't go up right away, Golden Girl. Sometimes it'll come the same day. They have to process it. And then they got to make sure everything right on there. They process it. Then you may see it a day or two. Like the one you did this morning, Golden Girl, you're not going to see it maybe till tomorrow or Sunday. Golden Girl was up. Girl, talking. It was, what time was it, Golden Girl? 1 o'clock this morning?
Oh,
she was just talking her butt off. I told her I got to go back to bed.
Oh, so Marlene turns her chat off on replay. So I guess there's a way to do it if you don't want your chat to show up on the replay.
Oh, I just let it show.
There must be a setting or something.
Yeah, I let it show. And then
handicap says they disappear, then reload after a day or so. So they will be there. Yeah, like my live automatically went to private from last night. And it's still, probably because I had all that music. So it was processing. And now it's processing again because I had to mute it all. So who knows when I'll get that back up. But yeah, automatically went to private.
But what I probably would do is see if I could redo the music in there.
You might what I would do. I don't know. I just muted it out because it's only like a 2-minute thing. Mm-hmm. So.
Oh, Golden Girl, are you going to try for the free StreamYard? Because you're going to have a problem. Golden Girl, another one, she's going to have to pay for StreamYard. You are not going to do good on 20 hours, Golden Girl. You're going to have to end up paying. Yeah, Golden Girl. I can tell the ones. Golden Girl.
She told me too. And guess what? I had to end up paying for it. After my first month, I was over the 20 hours.
She going to be over 20 hours. 1 o'clock in the morning, you just talking. Girl.
But you can actually hop. and not have to pay.
I
Like you
know,
can
but
start
who don't
doing
want a hot
StreamYard,
dog?
and if you get close to your hours, bounce over, what is it, Evemux or whatever it's called that Bill uses,
Uh-huh.
and you get free time there, but you can only use 2 hours at a time or something. But
That's,
then it
that's,
cuts you off. But I think you get 10 free hours or 20 free hours too. So you can bounce, you can not pay, but that was too much for me.
oh, I don't like this flavor as much as the other one.
Oh,
It's good. It's just refreshing. I don't know how, but I don't like this. I'm gonna tell the company, and then sometimes when you pay so much, they send you
what
another
was
thing.
the other what was the other
It
flavor?
was coconut mint or something like that. I can't remember.
Oh,
Yeah, Golden Girl. What is she? Yeah, you're gonna have to pay for yours, Golden Girl. Don't be trying to use that free. You're gonna run out of time.
I didn't listen.
But like I say, I got really blessed because I don't have to pay the $10 a month. And then Canva, I don't pay for Canva. Somebody paid for Canva for me.
And I pay for VIDIQ or whatever it's called.
Yeah, I do too, buddy. My son said I should do the VIDIQ is what he's saying, but that only works as good as your content. I don't care what nobody says.
Well, they probably both work. They're probably even owned by the same company for all
I
we
know. That's what I say. She said, "What did you mean you don't want to compete with the daytime people? What people get that from? Girl, you better get yourself on daytime."
She probably couldn't find
I
a
know.
slot that nobody was on.
No, people come because when you go in the middle of the night, you get people from other countries. You get people that can't sleep in the middle of the night. So I think she said she ended up with 5. But if she went on that time all the time, her numbers will grow. They will grow because they would expect her there at that time.
Another time might be like 6 or 7 p.m. because that's when like Singapore and all them are just waking up.
I know.
So, because remember that night Shannon and I did at like 6:30, and all of a sudden we had all kinds of people coming out of nowhere.
They really. What I found out is when you really start connecting with them, they really, come out, and then they know who you are. Because as soon as you get there, they're like, "Hey, she got 100." Was that your first one? Great, Golden Girl. Girl, you should. Yeah, I don't know if that was her first one or not, but that's a lot. Don't I know people? And she was just talking about her life, and I was like, girl, I gotta go. It was interesting, And make sure you put a good title on there, Golden Girl. Make sure you put a good title, write a good description, and you can also add tags to that, and you will get even more. So make sure you write a good title. Always when you do a live, write a good title and a good description.
And if you have that VIDIQ, it gives you some suggestions for titles. You get so many free a month.
Yeah. That was just your third, and you got 163. You should give yourself a hand. You heard what Millionaire Paul say, the old people finna take over. We gonna take over YouTube, y'all.
Old people. You crack me up.
I know. Let me read this again, because some people wasn't here. What Millionaire Paul wrote. He said, "Hello, I'm Paul. I'm over 50, living in the UK, and I believe the future of YouTube lies with us older folks." Y'all heard him? Older. Okay. Just as they did with Facebook, the teens and the 20s and even the 30s are moving on now. And just as we did with Facebook, us over 50s are getting into it. We gonna take over.
Yeah, I think like a lot of the younger people now are doing Instagram.
They are that, and anything that's quick. YouTube, it takes a little while if your content don't take right off.
They're doing the shorts and all that stuff.
I'm gonna do me a couple of more shorts. Usually my shorts do pretty good, but I be trying to do everything else when I got time. But
I hear you. I'm like this
Oh.
weekend. Danny's like, "What are we gonna do this weekend?" And like 3 days ago, I was like, "Oh, we'll go to Busch Gardens this weekend. It's the beginning of the Food and Wine Festival." And then I woke up this morning and I'm like, I don't think I want to do anything but lay on my couch. Like I just need some like downtime. I feel like I've been go for like the last 2 or 3 weeks.
And what I find too, okay, Trish the Natural, she is growing organically. She does natural hair. And that niche seems to grow very well by itself. So really her watch hours, her people are all growing organically. Okay.
That's good.
People that do makeup, hair. If I was really in that realm, I would do it, but I don't want to do it. You know, I don't want to get to learning all the time. I just want to slap on some makeup and go. I want to do all the nose, and then you got to do that, and girl, but they do. Those niches do good. Makeup, women always well. I used to watch makeup videos all the time. How to put on eyelashes. Girl, I can't put on no
I
eyelashes. I have
can't
my
either.
eye all
I can't
glued
do
up.
it either.
I know. I glued up, and I'm like, girl,
I glue it on and not know how to get it off.
I glue your eyes shut.
Wouldn't that be funny? That would be a hit on YouTube.
I gave up on that on YouTube. I gave up. My title was not what I couldn't understand. Why did you come up with that name? Now hiring.
Yeah, what was
Yeah, I
the
don't
title
understand.
of her the show she did? Now
Now hiring. Why that golden girl? And then I'm gonna get my butt on off of here. Why did you name it Now Hiring? I couldn't figure out that this morning. It seemed like she was the first. See, I was sleeping. I know she was the first or something. I know she got pregnant and she was the first whatever job that she was doing. I remember that, but I think that's what it was about her working life, how she got to where she was. I'm pretty sure that's what it was.
Wooed up and glued up.
Wooed up and huh?
Yeah.
I don't know what she
No, Lassett put that.
I know Lisette. She must be talking about when we was talking about this, I guess. And then you'll rip them off and don't have no eyelashes on. Some people do that and they look like girls, stay away from them false lashes because it done took all your other lashes out. Thank you, the 14 that's here. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs
Go
up.
to school 3 evenings a week. I'd probably have to live in the evening on the go live on the evening and on weekends.
I don't know how she gonna do it. I have no idea because she got school. She's trying to become a licensed cosmetologist.
But that's usually when I'm live is at night and on the weekends. I'm working a full-time job too. Right now I'm on my lunch break.
I know, but she's going to school and I don't know how. I don't know nothing about that girl. She's talking about what y'all talk. That's what I thought she was talking about, those lashes. Yeah, girl, I can't do no lashes. I can't do no lashes. But
I'm like over here. I have an eye glued shut. I got more glue on my eye than the eyelash.
We should have taped that. We should have. Now that would have got some shorts. Be like that. Oh yeah, them would have been good shorts. But again, as I end this, Warm Strong, we want to keep him and support him on his lives because he's got to do that for a little bit to get his numbers up. If you haven't subscribed to him, subscribe, watch him.
Yeah, I can put his link here.
Okay.
I have it right here. Let me drop it. If anybody's not subscribed, make sure you go.
Subscribe to him, watch his content. I need subscribers. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, make sure you watch 1 or 2 videos before you hit that subscribe button because the YouTube guys is always watching so it don't drop off.
Does that count if you watch a video and it's on mute for sound?
See, I
You
have
get
people
watch
say
time
it
enough?
don't count. They say it don't count. It's,
Oh.
I don't see. We don't know what YouTube does, and they keep it that way. It's even like with Amazon; they keep everything a secret in what they do. So, you want to make sure, and and be nice. Be nice to people because you don't know who knows who and who knows what. I could tell you that one.
No, I just meant like if you go to bed, right, and you play a
No,
playlist and
I
you
say
have the sound all the way
keep it
down.
as
That
low as possible before the mute. You know,
mhm.
So that's what, girl, I ran so many playlists. I don't want to see another playlist. I read so many. I had them in every browser. I had them on both TVs. The
Yeah, but if
only
you had
TV,
them in every browser and you're playing them, the sound, wouldn't they
because
all?
they're different people. I just had it as low as possible.
Okay.
Different people on the two different. Then I had, girl. That's why I tell people you gonna work for that 4,000. If your content isn't getting you there, you're gonna work. And that's why even the group they talk about building watch hours, I have nothing against that. I have nothing against that. I think it's a great idea. The only thing about that is everybody's not going to be doing what they're supposed to do.
Well, there's that, and everyone's schedule is different, right? So let's just say what's counted as the day? Is it 4 a.m. Eastern time to 4 a.m. Pacific? Like what's considered that day, right? And not only that, some people don't have two devices, right? Some people may only have one device, and you don't know. People could be mute and stuff. I don't know. I think it's good because you can get the hours, whether no somebody's watching it 24 hours. Who knows? But at least you're getting something better than nothing, right?
Okay.
That's the way I see it.
Groups are fine. Because people do it. God knows they do it. I guess I done did it so much. To me, what works really well for me is one-on-one that we set up. Say I set up something with you because sometimes you may not have as much stuff as I got. See, I have my stuff organized 10 hours, 15 hours, 20 hours, 30. I have it organized. So if somebody come to me and they only have 10 hours to run, guess what? Then I have a 10-hour ready for them to run. It's just sometimes it could get kind of I mean, any hours is if it can work, it can work. But I just know people. That's the only thing.
I feel like it's just more of a spotlight thing. Like, hey, this is Betty's day. As watch as much as Betty as you can. That's it. Like
Okay, I
that's
got you.
the way I kind of
I
take it
got
as
you. I got
today's
you.
Betty's day. Run the playlist as much as you can
I
and
got
let
you.
her get some hours. Then the next day it's somebody else's day. Watch them
I
as much as
got
you
you. I
can.
got you. I think now I know how to check to make sure it's getting run like they say it's running. So that would make it easier on me. But I think at that point I really didn't know. But the one-on-one worked. It worked. What we would do is at first I would meet up in Tuber chat, then we would meet over in Instagram and talk together. And then we would talk about running them. And then that worked great for me.
Yeah, but
Other
you
people
think
ask.
you just have one person. This, if you have 25 people
I
in this group,
know, I know what you're saying is,
and you have
but
25 people maybe watching
so
3 or 4 hours a day times
I know what you're
25.
saying. We want it fast, but it's fast good all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I
It's
know
kind
what
of like
I
a
know
raid
what y'all
parade, but
saying,
it's
and it
daily. Like
sounds
you'll
all
have,
good. Huh?
it's kind of like that raid parade thing that they do,
I
except it's
know.
really
Yeah.
not like,
I'm
hey,
not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying, I know if people want to get there faster. I get it. I want to get there faster. Heck, if I knew 25 people were gonna run it, at one time, then. But the only thing is with that is, I guess I'm thinking about YouTube too. Okay, you got all this coming in. I don't know, but it'll work. It'll work. There is no one way to the golden gates. It'll work, you know. It'll work.
All right. Well, you go
Yep.
eat your lunch. You've been on since what, 9?
Yeah, I've been on 3 hours, 53 minutes. And we're going to call it a day. And thank you so much for coming up. Thank you for the 10 people that's still here. I will see you Monday, 9 a.m., 3 p.m. this afternoon, Eastern Standard Time.
Bye.
Bye. See y'all later. Thank you again.